God is evil, God is the devil, God is evil, God is a monster. This is war, this is war. We will stand against demons. God is a monster, God is a torture. God is evil, God is the devil, God is evil, God is the devil. The Raven King can do anything. The Raven King is the King of Kings. God is evil, God is the devil, God is a monster. God is God is evil, God is the devil, God is evil, God is the devil. God is evil, God is the devil. The king, the Raven King, El Diablo, El Diablo, El Diablo. The legend is forever. I am the Raven King. I can do anything.
I soar higher and higher.
I am the Raven King. The king is winning. The king is winning. All of this will end.
Sky splits open, blood red scream. Demons crawl from shadowed seams. Their eyes burn lies, my sword cuts clean. The truth ignites a primal gleam. Ashes fall like winter rain. Steel on steel, the clash, the pain. I am no mortal bound by chain. The Raven King, I rise again. I am the Raven King. I can do anything. Truth is my weapon, my shield, my fire. Immortal flame, soaring higher, higher. Soaring higher, Bones of the earth tremble and quake. Evil's grip begins to break. Thunder answers each step I take. Their kingdom crumbles for truth's sake. My voice shatters the darkest sky. Shadows cower where my sword flies. No fear, no death, I cannot die. The Raven King, I testify. I am the Raven King. I can do anything. Truth is my weapon, my shield, my fire. Immortal flame, soaring higher, higher. lie. Axes sing, oh the steel don't lie. Thunder cracks, his name's the cry. The king is here, the king is here. Wild eyes blazing, nothing to fear. The king is here, the storm draws near. Power bleed, the choice is clear. Mad laughter rides a howling gale. Waves of fury, shields like scales. Bones break under the hammer's tail. Flesh and fear, both frail. The king is here, the king is here. Ravens feast, the end is near. The king is here, the storm is clear. Kneel in ashes, taste the spear.
Hello, hello.
Crown of iron, dripping flame, carved by war, etched with pain. Ravens rise, they call his name. The king is here, forever reign. The king is here, forever reign. Forever
Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Hello. Hello, my niggas. Hello, my niggas. It's showtime. It's showtime. Hello, my niggas. It's showtime. There's the sneaky snake. The sneaky snake. Look at the look on her face. Devious manipulator. Sneaky snake. A lot of people these days are too dumb to recognize body language. They think it's just a joke. They don't take things seriously. They don't learn anything. They don't look and learn and notice things. Too bad. You've had a lifetime here to learn something that might help you get out. A lot of people are too lazy. So be it. Stay here. Stay here. It's where you're going to stay. And it's going to get a lot worse here. Some of you view that as vindictive or you blame me. I'm not in control of this hell realm. Stay here if you're evil. If you're lazy. If you don't want to stand against evil, call out evil. Notice it. Notice body language. Learn anything. If you're too lazy and you just want to fill your head up with useless shit, meaningless Hollywood shit, television, Netflix, garbage, programming, vile, degenerate shit, that degrades you. That's your choice. But stay here then. Stay here. And you will. Most of you will. Most people on YouTube show themselves not to be ethical, moral, good beings at all. They show what they are with their behavior, what they follow, what the vindictive nature, the cruelty, the sadism, the lies, the manipulation, the demonic games they play, all of this shit. They show what they are. You're going to stay here. You're not going anywhere. I don't care if you believe in your Bible or Jesus or this religion or that. That's not going to help you at all, dummies. Not at all, dummies. You're staying here. You can believe in your fairy tales. It's not going to help you. You don't know how this system works, and you're evil, and you don't care about what's good, what's right, what's true, what's fair, what's just. You have no moral compass, most of you. Most walking this earth. Prove that over time. Give them enough time and they show what they are. Always. If you're good to them long enough, they'll stab you in the back and show that they're evil. Most in this realm are not what many of you believe, or some of you on my channel still believe. You cling on to lies. You don't embrace truth. You cling to lies. And the lies will anchor you here. I don't know if some of you know what I'm talking about, because some of you are so sheltered, you don't even know that they spray shit on fields. You don't know how they fertilize fields. So when I say things like a big ship's anchor, I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's so many in this realm have such a limited experience, and then they view it as, oh, he thinks he's superior. No, I think you're limited. It doesn't have to do with me. I'm not a factor. But some of you have never left a city. You've never seen ships docked somewhere and great big ship's anchors or ones that are monuments. You just haven't done anything. You haven't walked places. You've just been living in a sheltered life in a city, seemingly within only blocks of your home or something. You know nothing about the world. So when I say things like it's going to anchor you like a great big ship's anchor with chains, like some of you, I get the idea now. Some of you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You're so limited in your experiences here. You don't know what I mean by heavy chains of a ship's anchor. And you've never stood beside a great big anchor and just done simple things. You're just so limited that I can't reach you. My analogies don't work and my metaphors because you don't understand anything. You have such limited life experience. If I start talking about the ocean, you've never been to an ocean. If I start talking about the Great Lakes, you've never been to the Great Lakes. If I start talking about farmland and manure being sprayed, shit being sprayed on fields, you don't know what I'm talking about. If I start talking about mountains, you've never been to mountains. You've never seen mountains in real life, maybe in pictures or maybe on YouTube. Some of you are so lazy you don't even look at stuff on YouTube. I'm aware now, after doing this for years, how limited most humans are in their experiences. A lot of you on YouTube are incels. So if I speak about sex, you have no sexual experience. You're just limited to such a degree. There's no way to reach you. Maybe that's why channels like Movies Maddie, aka Quantum of Con Man channel, Humpty Dumpty, work, because all you have is movies. So he references thousands of movies that he's watched. His big thing is when his electricity goes out, not the power, but electricity. Okay. A lot of you humans say the power's out. My power's out. Well, you're just degrading yourself, disempowering yourself. You're doing what the system wants. But when his electricity goes down, he has a little TV with a VCR so he can still watch movies in the darkness. He doesn't have a generator, he said, or at least he hasn't mentioned having one. But that's his main thing. That's his big worry if he loses electricity, because he needs to be able to watch a screen and watch movies. And that's why he references movies nonstop. And he laughs when people say, you must have watched every movie ever created. He laughs and says, no, I haven't. That's his whole life, though. That's been his whole life, is watching movies. He doesn't have any life experience. He hasn't left his fucking house except to go to Wawa to get a sub for the last 10 or 12 years, maybe 15. He's a recluse. Do you know what that means? Do you know what it means when these people live in a fucking bubble? They have no life experience. They're not out there looking at things in the world, seeing things, touching things, studying things, understanding things, putting puzzle pieces together. They're sitting in their fucking dark, dingy cat piss house like Matt McKinley, watching YouTube, and if they're not watching YouTube, they're watching television and watching fucking movies and Netflix. And then you expect somehow, you morons, you demon tards and zombies, somehow expect that to lead you to an understanding, to a good worldview or a truthful worldview, an understanding of where you are. And it never will. Your head's full of shit. It's full of Hollywood programming, like Movies Maddie. So when I say some of certain things and I describe them in detail, it doesn't reach you because you're so limited. You've never even been outside of a city. You've never seen a tractor or been up on a tractor or been sitting up on a harvester, which I was at farms when I was 4 or 5 years old. There's pictures of me when I was young at friends of families' farms, up on a big harvester or threshing machine. They're huge. And playing with their great big German Shepherd dog that was tall and looked almost like a wolf, except, the features of a dog are different. The snout isn't the same. It's not as long as a wolf. The legs are different on dogs. The front legs especially are different. Further apart, wolves are closer together. There are differences between wolves and dogs. But as a little boy, I thought this is like a big wolf because they had one of the biggest German, tallest that you'd ever see. It was one of the hugest German Shepherds, not fat, but very long-legged, tall. And it was a great dog with kids. I still remember that, being 4 or 5, 6 years old, playing at the farm. And I had cousins that were farm kids and great aunts that lived on farms. I'm not boasting, and this is a issue with some of you. As soon as somebody shares stories, you think he's boasting, he's doing this. You're paranoid, a lot of you, because you haven't had experiences. You're limited, you get jealous, you get paranoid. A lot of the jealousy comes through on YouTube, and a lot of humans are that way, jealous, envious little creatures. I've had neighbors that had Porsches and things like that. I don't get jealous. I don't look at their stuff and go, "Oh, I wish I had that." But I notice that's a lot of humans. And it shines through and shows through on YouTube, the way you behave, the ones that run channels and the ones that go around. You'll call people disgusting. You'll say, "Oh, you're really feeling yourself in that picture just because I'm smiling in certain pictures." There's something wrong with a lot of you. And I think it's spiritual. And I don't believe that you deserve to get out of here. Most. I run my channels and I say VIPs only for my live streams. People laugh at that and think, "Oh, he's being elitist." No, I mean it. I don't want trash around me. A lot of you jump to conclusions. You never truly understand someone else's intentions, their views, why they have things set up a certain way. People bitch and complain about how I have my live streams subscribers only in so many days. They say, "I've never seen that done before." Good. It's an option that I use on YouTube, and I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want with my channels without any apologies. You've never seen it in other channels? Great. You're used to the same shit. Used to channels that are the same group of fucking panel versus demons, and they run shit the same way. And they backstage people and play demon games. That's what you're accustomed to, most of you. Oh, I've never seen somebody limit their channel where you have to be subscribed for days to even participate. Yeah, because I don't want random trash coming around, harassing people and ruining my live stream chats. Because I know what you are. That's why. I have that awareness to know what you are based on what you do. I've tolerated some of you dropping by once in a while. But I know where you hang out. I know what you are. Trash hangs with trash. Demons stick with demons and defend demons. I don't like most of the panelverse. I think most of them are trashy beings. I don't trust them. I don't like them. I don't think they're ethical. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're moral. I don't think they're beings capable of being trustworthy or loyal. I don't think any of them would make a quote unquote good friend to anyone, not just to me, to anyone. I don't think they're capable of being a good friend at all in life, online or offline. I see them as they are. And that bothers a lot of you because you wish demons to be good and you think, oh, they can be fixed, they can be redeemed. A lot of you are fucked up. A lot of humans is who I mean. I'm not directing this necessarily at my audience or not at my regulars or mods, my team. A lot of humans are fucked up. And I don't think humans are what you believe them to be. Because a lot of you have wishful thinking syndrome, where you wish them to be a certain way that they aren't whatsoever. People do this when they have an abusive parent too. An abusive parent, a narcissistic parent. You wish they were something else. And you wish, and some of you wish your whole life, rather than acknowledge and just accept without, it doesn't mean you like it, but you accept what they are. Some of you are so stubborn you won't accept that water is water, water is wet, fire is fire, and fire burns. It doesn't mean you're smart. It doesn't mean you're rebellious. It means you're dishonest and you can't face the truth of this realm. With the design, with people, the way they behave, a lot of you can't face it, acknowledge it, and accept it. And it's going to make you're going to pay for it. You're anchoring yourself. And again, I don't expect you to know what that means. A lot of you have never had a boat. You've never been out on a boat. You've never seen a ship. You've never seen a ship's anchor in the chains and great big ships with huge ship's anchors, cruise ships and various types of ships, cargo ships. So be it. I can't help you, the ones that are you've had such limited experience your whole goddamn life and you never thought to go out and look at anything, or you're so no analogies will work on you except Hollywood movie fucking references and quotes. You're on the wrong channel then. There are some people, and I'll keep saying it until you leave. You're on the wrong channel. You should go where you belong, because some of you sit indoors and you watch Netflix and movies, and that's all you want to do is talk about. Mine isn't a Hollywood movie channel. You're in the wrong place. Go away. I've shared links to Quantum of Con Man channel. Go there. You'll fit in. You can listen to him reference all these stupid movies, from Star Wars to Adam Sandler movies, to all kinds of movies I've never watched. And he'll just reference them and like he's assuming everyone's seen the stupid Hollywood shit that he loves watching, and quote from the movies and reference the characters. A lot of you are that dumb. I've been around people in life that will reference movies and go, "You haven't seen that movie?" And I could name certain French poets from the 1800s and say, do the same thing. You've never read them? What's wrong with you? And you'd look at me like, what? No, I've never read that. Or philosophers, you've never read Schopenhauer? What's wrong with you? Are you retarded? Because that's the way zombies come across. They drop the name of a movie or a movie character. You've never seen it? They act like it's just impossible. No, I barely watch any movies. I do other things. I create things. I make things. I imagine things. I make music. I make videos. I write poetry. I draw. I paint. I've done all kinds of things. But what do you do that you feel is so special? You sit down like a zombie on a couch or a recliner, or you're in bed watching movies. Night in, night out, day in, day out. Go ahead. Watch a million. See if that helps you. Fill your head up with Hollywood shit. And feel like you're special. I've been around people that said they have a great imagination because they watch lots of movies. You're watching someone else's imagination. You're watching the imaginations of Hollywood writers and producers and directors and the actors and actresses and the ones that edit it and put it all together. It's not yours. You're not creating anything sitting there watching a fucking movie on a screen, turning into a drooling zombie. And that's what a lot of you do. A lot of you don't just do that one night. It's your whole life. I've seen people that have collected thousands of movies, just shelves of movies, and they started collecting when it was VHS tapes that you could rent at Blockbuster or buy at stores. Before the internet, okay? Before the World Wide Web, you could buy movies, if you can imagine, and play them on what was known as VCRs. And I've known people that had a basement full of movies. It was their whole life. And in the end, they just go in the recycling bin. They learn nothing here. They feel special for watching every movie and escaping from life and never facing life. And that's what a lot of you do. And I call you zombies. And you get offended and upset and triggered, and all your feelings are hurt. Well, what are you? That's your whole life. You sit and watch movies. I've known people that will sit 6, 8 hours a night, and they work. They have jobs. They have what they would call professions, careers. They wouldn't even call it a job. They'd call it a career, as an accountant or an attorney or a nurse or a doctor. I've known all these types of people. And what do? On their days off, they sit and watch movies. It's very common in this realm. And they feel special and clever for knowing the names of all these actors and actresses and losers that are just demonic puppets. And a lot of you do this. And a lot of you on YouTube call yourselves truthers. And you're just followers. You're mindless zombies. I call you what you are based on your behavior. You don't think, you don't create, you don't imagine, you don't do anything. You do essentially what Matt McKinley does, and in some cases worse. You think less than he does, some of you on YouTube that sit in chat rooms. You'll say, oh, I have no time to research that. I've heard this told to me. Stephen, I don't have time to research. I don't have time to look into your silly conspiracy videos. Even a decade ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I don't have time for that. They never have time for that, but they have time for Netflix, going to the movies on the weekends. They always have time for TV shows, Netflix, every fucking service you can get on a TV screen to watch movies and shit shows. They have all the time in the world. I've been around nurses that on their days off, they might work 4 days straight and then have 3 days off. 3 solid days in a row off, or 4 days off. What do they do on their days off? Day and night, just watch movies until late at night and then fall asleep. They consume as much programming as they can get in on their days off. And that's what you're doing. And then people will cry victim and say, well, society programmed them, Stephen. Hollywood programmed them, and it's everybody else's fault for what they're choosing to watch. Some of you do that, try that shit on my channel, and those excuses don't fly, and then you kind of get upset when I call you out on it. Because you're excuse makers. That's what you're used to doing. You're not used to someone like me saying no excuses. Stop making up these fucking excuses. I've heard them all already. I have no time to research things. And the same people, I know they're spending 8 hours a night just consuming as many movies as they can and being consumed by Hollywood, because you consume Hollywood's content and it also fucking consumes your spirit. And you're that dumb, a lot of you. Even when you're told, shown, warned, which some of us didn't require. I didn't need someone hammering away at me for 10 or 15 years telling me you're programming yourself watching this garbage. To see it as it is. So I don't expect most of you humans to see truly at all, ever here. In this lifetime, or if you were recycled 1,000 lifetimes, I don't expect you to see anything. Because what you most of you want to do is to get programmed. You're like a moth to a flame that's just making a flying straight at that flame or straight at that bug zapper. That's what you do. And someone like me comes along and says, you're on the path to getting zapped in the bug zapper and recycled. And you just, oh, no, you don't know anything. There's plenty of truth in these programming Hollywood movies. There's a teeny tiny bit of truth laced in tons and tons of demonic degenerate programming. But I know most of you don't have anything else to do. You can't entertain yourselves. You're not turned on. Your minds aren't turned on by learning and by looking at reality and examining it and the mysteries of it and the psychology and the philosophy of things and really just trying to understand. That doesn't, you just want to watch shit movies. And that, I wish more people would just come clean and say, yeah, Stephen, I'm addicted to shit. I'm addicted to shit movies. You're addicted to degenerate movies, to infantile shit like Adam Sandler movies, just low level shit. I wish more people would just say that's at their level and just admit it. Because they are. A lot of you are degenerate. You'll sit there and you'll think Jack Talcott show's funny or think he's funny. You'll just sit there watching absolute low-level, mindless liars and frauds spewing shit and vomit. And that's at your level. That's what you find funny, and you'll sit there in the chat rooms and sit there viewing it. It's just gross. And I go on there to expose them, and some of you are too dumb to even know what I'm doing. You'll say, well, you go to their shows. You're just absolute morons. Most people in this realm are so foobarred that nothing could fix them. If there was a good God, which I see no evidence for, it wouldn't be able to fix you. It just wouldn't. And it hasn't if one exists. If your dream of a good God exists. Some of you just so far gone and fucked up, nothing can fix you. You're so addicted to shit and degeneracy and just addicted to consuming absolute programming, the worst kinds of mind control. You're more addicted to that than heroin addicts and fentanyl addicts. You're just completely addicted. A lot of you. I'd say most Western people in Western countries. Black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, whatever. You're just addicted as fuck. And I would take it an extra step. I notice more women are that way. There's more men on YouTube seeking truth on channels and more men on YouTube in general. In general. And in general, I would say more women watching crime, true crime, and Hollywood movies than men. Hollywood is feminine. It's geared towards women. YouTube is more masculine. Now, I'm not saying it's super masculine or uber masculine, but it's geared more towards men, it seems to be. Now, are there exceptions? Obviously. Are some of you too dumb to know that? Yeah, you are. Because you think if you point out the exception, it makes you, somehow in your minds, you think it makes you super intelligent. Because you feel the need to point out one exception out of 1 million or 100 million and say, there's one over there that's different. Yeah, I know exceptions exist with everything. I know you're not teaching me anything with that. You're actually just outing yourself as an idiot. That's what you're doing. Everybody should know by now. There's exceptions exist. There's some Chinese men that are over 7 feet tall. That's known as an exception or an outlier if you want to sound more fancy. It's an outlier. Some of you love that term. There's over 1 billion Chinese. There's a couple 7-footers. For the most part, is the average Chinese man shorter than the average European man? Or average African? Yes. So the 7-foot tall would be an exception. I know there's some tall Chinese. It's an exception. Do you get it? Same thing with other things. There are some women that are truth seekers or like to watch channels like mine. They're exceptions out of the realm. Do you get that? Is that really hard for you to understand? That for the most part, most women are sitting in front of TV sets, getting programmed night in, night out, and can't be pulled away from their shit shows. You can talk to them when they're watching it, and it's like a zombie. They don't even hear you. That's the norm. The exception, I'll point it out, and I hate to have to be sounding condescending and dumbing it down this way, but the exception would be the ones here watching me versus the millions that are watching Netflix right now at this time of night when they've gotten off of work or they're about to turn it on and watch their 5 hours or 6, 7, 8 hours, or maybe 10 or 12 fucking hours. Maybe they'll watch for the next 12 hours Netflix shit shows or Hollywood movies they'll scroll through. And that's what they do. Now, if you're honest, it doesn't take much to acknowledge that and go, yeah, that is true. But a lot of you aren't that honest. You want to shake your heads and be stubborn and disagree and be zombies. And all of that leads to you getting recycled here. Because you can't even be honest here. How do you expect to get out? You can't face the truth with honesty here. So how do you expect to leave here? I'd love for some of you to explain that. The ones that deny reality that's observably true here. How do you expect to get out when a lot of you won't even admit that most American women and Canadian women are sitting in front of TV sets night in, night out after work until they go to bed or fall asleep in front of the fucking TV. They fall asleep on the couch or recliner. And that's what they do. Now, is it all? Is it every single woman? Because this is the mentality of zombies. They think it isn't true if it isn't 100%. It doesn't have to be 100%. It's the majority. Not me, Stephen. Hashtag not me. Not all. Not all women do that. It doesn't have to be all. But the ones that do that, you show what low level you're at. You can't look at a majority. You can't see big picture and say, yeah, it is that way. Simple for me to do that. But I notice it's very difficult for a lot of you humans to acknowledge something that in general is true in the majority. It fits the majority. A lot of you have great difficulty doing that and giving a simple answer. Like, yeah, that's true. You'll speak paragraphs, you'll deflect, you'll dodge, you're dishonest. A lot of you do that. When a simple, yeah, that's true, would suffice. Because it is true. And the exceptions don't disprove it at all. And I know that there's something different about the ones that focus on the exceptions and won't admit to the rule. Right off the bat, that's red flags. And you're showing me something about what you are mentally and spiritually. And I don't trust you. The ones that have a habit of pointing out every little exception. The ones that have a habit when we're standing somewhere, say, hypothetically, or as the analogy, in front of mountains, and you just bend down and you take a blade of grass and start trying to examine that up close and put it under a microscope, when I've been talking about the whole forest and mountain in front of us. I know right away you're not an honest being. You don't want to look at the huge mountain. You want to deflect to the little blade of grass and what's under a microscope, the microscopic, rather than looking at the huge mountain and big picture panoramic view. You deflect to the microscopic elements on a blade of grass to make it as tiny as you can, to avoid facing reality, to deflect. And then I know right away what you are. I might not have you 100% figured out, but I know you're not like me. And I know you really don't want to look at the big picture. You don't want to look at reality as a whole. You want to just talk about blades of grass, and this blade is different than that one, and this flower petal is different than that one. But you don't want to talk about the evil in the realm and the suffering and the horrendous design that's designed to create suffering and create torture and create 10,000 plus diseases and hundreds of types of cancer and all the things I've spoken about on my channel. And I've exposed reality as it is in this hell realm sewer matrix. And a lot of you try these demonic tactics, demon games of deflecting. Maybe that's your purpose. Maybe that's why you're here. And by purpose, I mean maybe you're programmed by the Matrix and that's all you are. You're like an Agent Smith. And that's your role, to try to get me off my focus. Well, good luck. It's not working. But good luck in your next lifetime, because you're staying here. You can be examining the tiny blades of grass right up until the point your body dies. And they'll just recycle you just like tossing an empty soda can into a bin, crushing it up first in your hand, tossing it into the bin like it's something that you'll never think about again and something that just doesn't matter at all, just an empty soda can. That's how this system will treat you, treat your spirit. Crush you, toss you into the bin, and forget you. The same system you defend that you're attached to, the same realm that you fucking dummies are attached to as your Mother Earth, as your Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Gaia, and you're attached to your gods that'll crumple you up and toss you into a bin. That's how dumb I think most of you are. And you don't respect yourselves because you'll allow yourselves to be treated that way. As an empty soda can, crushed up and tossed into a blue recycling bin and forgotten about. That's what you mean to your gods and to your Mother Earth, which will eat your body. That's your fate. That's your outcome. Your body to be eaten and then your spirit to be recycled. Congratulations. Stay lazy and stay stupid. That's your fate. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. When you have at your fingertips massive amounts of truth on my channel, thousands of videos that most of you are too lazy to watch. Most of you meaning humanity. It's not like my videos are getting tens of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands, millions of views. You're showing me you're not interested in something that's observably true. You're interested in being programmed. You choose programming when you're given an option. You choose Hollywood programming over the content on my channel. You choose shit on YouTube over the content on my channel. Why should I feel sorry for you? I've tried to help you and you reject it. You want to be programmed. You want to be zombies. You want to be recycled. You want to suffer in this realm. You want to choose lifetimes more of suffering and reject and mock me and laugh at my model and say, this isn't a hell realm. He's got screws loose. He's crazy. He's this, he's that. And that's what you do. Most of you. You're on the path to taking another spin in the recycling bin. Good job. Do you feel clever? I hope you feel very clever as you get recycled. Your ego's not going to protect you. You can have the biggest ego in the world, you get recycled. You can feel super clever, you'll get recycled. That's the default mode for this reality. Recycling you. Congratulations. Congratulations, you're a fucking zombie. Way to go. Way to go. Do you feel good? Do you feel good? You going to feel good when this system recycles you and shits you back out into this system and treats you with disdain? Treats you like sewage. And in return, you love it. You're so brilliant. You love what shits on you. You're slaves. I've tried to help you choose something other than slavery and empower yourselves. But most of you want slavery. You show it every day. You resist truth and freedom. You want programming and slavery and degeneracy and shit shows. You want to fill your minds up with shit.
Throughout Jesus Christ our Lord. It's a salvation. And I don't hear you specifically ever talk about salvation, but many out there don't. Is that something? Am I off target in your eyes? Like, because when I say what is the message here? Well, the message is salvation, the dying on the cross, forgiving the ultimate sacrifice.
I'd love to answer.
Go ahead.
it's actually in line with an earlier thought I had today as well. All these things are tied together. Salvation. Yes, salvation. I have spoken on my interpretations of salvation, but it's truly the message of salvation that Jesus brought is forgiveness. When you know you have been forgiven, are you not saved from your guilt and your misery, your punishment? See, the knowing of forgiveness is what's supposed to set us free. But people don't practice forgiveness. They practice punishment and war and all this shit. So the message
in all religions, to be fair, because this is where, like I tell people, because Proverbs 3:5 says, trust the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. And I know that with man, corruption, and then, like I said, you have the same resurrection story in the Egyptian shit as you do in the Christian shit. You have all these other religions, but it's all still based on the same thing, which is a creator.
Please, right.
And
I know I'm long-winded sometimes, but I was flowing with an idea of salvation, forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness can bring celebration.
But you still haven't really. What is salvation?
Celebration brings praise.
Okay, so
salvation salvation happens from our own self-destruction. Okay, when our salvation comes from the answers, from learning the answers.
So where is that in scriptures? Because that is not salvation, okay, Jack. We're the
tell you what. I don't have to prove any of this. If you're not wanting.
There you go. He doesn't have to prove anything. He can preach and preach, but he doesn't have to prove anything. He can't prove anything. Look at him close his eyes. Deceiver, a sneaky snake. Sneaky snake. Just like his little friend Trexty. They're the same. Sneaky snakes.
Wanting to understand.
So okay, so I'm not fighting with you. Get those caterpillars leveled. Look, if we're talking religion here. Okay, they always say don't talk politics, religion, blah blah, right? In bars, we're talking it. So if I'm to believe you're telling me what you said salvation is, right? And I'm telling you, well, maybe you're wrong, and I think salvation, blah blah, and I do have scriptures to back up what I believe salvation is. And then you just made a statement saying I don't have to.
You're just talking. I don't. So what are you bringing here, Browns boy? You just want to show Jack Talcott as an actor?
No, that's not all I want to show.
What can I offer you?
I'm glad to be part of the experience.
Okay, I appreciate that. Hang tight for me. I want to check one more thing. Steve?
Hello. I just want to say Brown's boy is an actor. He's reversing things. He's acting. He's playing games. I'm here to try to understand what your title's about. A key to understanding equals empathy.
That's actually a question for you as well. Do you understand empathy? Do you have you felt ever empathy?
See, the way he asked that, he views me as someone that doesn't have empathy. He's assuming I don't. Have you ever felt empathy? What a question to ask someone. Jack, you're the one that's a psychopath. You only fake and mimic empathy. You don't have any. You don't even care about suffering. You don't even talk about it. You won't even face that this is a realm of suffering, starvation, disease, children with leukemia. You don't care. You're the one who lacks empathy. You have no care for children, including your own son, that wrote you off and went no contact. He shut you out of his life because of what a psychopath you are. You're projecting. That's you with no sympathy. Okay? So he likes to try that stuff saying that's you. And that's you, Jack. That's you. That's you. You don't have empathy. You're a psychopath. You won't even admit what this realm is. You don't care how many countless millions suffer. You don't have empathy. Well, how would you define empathy so I understand the question?
This is kind of why it's titled this way. Understanding and empathy.
He feels so intelligent. I think his parents, his mother and stepfather, he didn't grow up with a father, he grew up with a stepfather that he hated. He has stepfather issues. But I think they gassed him up as a child saying, "Jack, you're so smart," because he might have been average and he was with retards. And he thought, and he has had this in his head his whole life because I think they gassed him up and just kept telling him how smart he is. And there are children that are gifted that are never told that they're intelligent. There's the opposite. But I think he was always told that. And he has it in his head that he's so intelligent. He thinks his titles are clever. You're not very bright, Jack. You believe you are, but you don't demonstrate it. You say and believe some of the dumbest shit of anyone on earth. You're not going to end all wars and create world peace. You're delusional. You have delusions of grandeur. You're a psycho.
Are pretty much the same thing in my interpretations. Now, grammatically, maybe there's a separation or a distinction. I'm sure there clearly is, but you understand someone, you can empathize, you can feel feelings for them.
Yeah. I understand some people. I would say I don't understand everyone. I'm trying to understand you, and I don't think I do. And
You do not.
I think that's probably he gets very look at this. You do not. I don't think you understand me either, but you believe you do. You'd probably claim you do, but you don't. Because you're arrogant and full of ego. There's no humility and humbleness in Jack Talcott. If somebody said, "Do you understand Stephen?" I bet he'd say, "Yes, I do. He's got screws loose. He's this, he's that. He grew up wealthy." You don't understand me at all. You believe you do with your big ego, but you don't actually understand me whatsoever. You're a fool. Part of our conflict or ongoing, but I am trying. I am trying, and I keep returning, trying to understand, but I'm not sure that I do.
Not yet. But when you accept that you do understand me,
I would accept I understand you when I do feel like I understand you, but I currently don't. So I'm not going to lie and say that I do.
no, and I appreciate that. You're trying.
No, you don't. You're just saying that. I don't think you appreciate that. I don't think you appreciate me. I don't think you have any care, even if you chatted with someone day in, day out for a year, 2 years, for them at all. You'll say, "I don't need you. You're useless." I think you did that with your own son and your ex-wife, your own family. And now you regret it and you miss them because you have no one. And your son hasn't spoken with you. I think it's been over 8 years, 8 or 9 years. And he probably never will again. Based on what you are. You'll cry victim, but it's your fault. You blame your son, but it's actually you. You're the problem. You're the common denominator why no one in Spokane, Washington wants anything to do with Jack Talcott. From your ex-wife to your ex-son, because your son wrote you off, your neighbors, your former U.S. Postal Service co-workers, union workers, the ones in bars, neighbors. No one there want you. You're a pariah. Doctors, nurses can't stand you there. No one can. Maybe even attorneys and the city council. No one there. That's why you left and went to the other side of the country. You left because no one there gives a shit about Jack Talcott. They see what you are. So you wanted to start over somewhere else. And I've seen people do that, move to different locations far away or remote locations and try to start over and have a secret life where no one knows them because they burned all bridges and everybody could see where they used to live that they're a piece of shit. And you are, Jack. You are. Spokane, Washington knows that about you. And now you play on YouTube. You play a role as though you're the life coach and the love guru and all this bullshit. You don't have peace on your own YouTube fucking show. You can't show peace and love and empathy for anyone. You're a fraud.
Trust in your feelings. However, what I've learned about me and in my life,
you're always talking about what you've learned and taking these courses, but it never shows. It's like, and you close your eyes as you're saying it. It's just so fucking fake. It's like a psychopath. Ted Bundy could say, what I've learned about women. Well, you murdered women. You're a psycho. So when you say what you've learned about love, you're not a loving being. You're a psycho. You're someone that wishes harm upon others and suffering. You're a sadistic psycho.
I often knew the answer. It turned out I was resistant to accepting it. I was in denial. See, and in this online experience where I deal with a lot of people, I see a lot of people in denial about their.
Everybody's in denial except Jack Talcott in his mind. And no one is loving except Jack Talcott. No one has empathy except Jack Talcott. Your delusional view of the world is one of the most extreme of anyone. And you're obsessed with Donald Trump to a dangerous degree, where I think you might try to harm Donald Trump. I think you're dangerous. I think you're a psycho.
Their behavior, about their poor choices.
Do you feel like people in general are defective, lost, confused? Because you said people in general on here, you see a lot of. So I said earlier that I don't think I understand him, but I study you, Jack Talcott. You are someone that should be studied. People. How would you describe people in general?
Lost and confused for the.
So he views people as lost and confused. I got him to admit to that. Now he's got a booger hanging out of his nose that he didn't notice. This guy who believes himself to be brilliant goes on camera with a booger in his nose showing there. The nostril on the left side. Okay, our left side. He'll pick it eventually. He'll pick at his nose like a pig on camera. Like a piggy pig. Like a sneaky snake. Like a creepy creature. Look at him. Just look at him. He calls other people disgusting. He said that I'm disgusting. Why don't you look at yourself, booger nose and dead eyes? Look at yourself.
The majority. Many are lost from love. A lot of people. I see a lot of people in denial about their behavior, about their poor choices.
Do you feel like people in general are defective, lost, confused? Because you said people in general on here, you see a lot of people. How would you describe people in general?
Lost and confused for the majority. Many are lost from love. Many have allowed themselves to be confused about what it means to be honest. It's all self-deception. That's the entire purpose of this simulation of life. I mean, because it is in some aspects. Some aspects life is real. Some aspects it's just perceived. And if it's just perceived, it's kind of a simulation, right? A simulation in our mind. That's what we're doing.
He doesn't know what a simulation even means. He doesn't know what a simulation means. He just proved it right there. He just spews out word salad and people nod their heads watching him.
And we're hallucinating reality. And
A hallucination and a simulation are not even close to being the same thing. They're not even similar. You just spew out shit that you think sounds good. This guy wishes he was Tony Robbins, Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins, whatever you want to call him. That's what he wishes. Wishes he was famous, speaking to large audiences, making lots of money. That's his dream, to be Anthony Robbins.
reality is hallucinating us. It's a perfect fucking dream. We're in the mind of God. It's so glorious. It's so perfect.
Listen to this. It's just so gross. It's a dream, he says. We're in the mind of God. It's so perfect. It's so glorious. Does that acknowledge children with brain cancer, children with leukemia, children with blood cancer, paralyzed children, deformed children, severely autistic children? I can go on. Is it perfect? Is it glorious? Is the suffering of countless millions of blind people and people that are without limbs dragging themselves through the dirty streets of India, and orphans with no legs, all sorts of things, cripples? Is it glorious the way many people struggle day after day in this fucking place, crippled? Does he care? Does he show empathy? Or does he just care about feeling good? All he wants to do is feel good. He doesn't care about others. Doesn't give a shit.
Of God. It's so glorious. It's so perfect. Our mind. That's what we're doing. We're hallucinating reality, and reality is hallucinating us. It's a perfect fucking dream. We're in the mind of God. It's so glorious. It's so perfect.
It is. He closes his eyes. I was sarcastic and I said it is glorious because of the word glorious. That's an inside joke if you spent time on my channel. Otherwise, you won't understand. A lot of people dip in for a few minutes. They go watch 3 hours of shit shows. They'll dip back in a few minutes. You'll never learn that way. You don't deserve to learn. A lot of humans don't deserve the truth. You deserve the shit. The shit that you love and you feast upon. Gobble it up until it devours you. Hello, hello. Do you understand what Jack Talcott does here? Are you able to pick up on it? Let's see if you can see what happens here. This is live streams, 2 different live streams from one day to the next. Shouldn't be that hard to follow along. From one day to the next, 2 days, 2 different live streams. I was on as a guest.
Especially here in America. I mean, there's cradle to grave. Many people go through pretty ordinary lives, and crime not as bad as painted out to be. The thing is, we live in a world of deception. You know this, man, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of deception in this world, that's for sure. There's a lot of suffering. I meant to ask you, did you take glee yesterday in my suffering? You seem to enjoy it and say that I deserve it. You said something about how I deserve more of it.
See, those are the stories you're telling yourself, and that's why you're feeling the suffering, because you're can I be honest with you? Or
stories, really, stories. Huh.
To have all these problems, Stephen, you're not that hard off, dude. It's about time you suffer a little bit, maybe, huh? Grow to have all these problems, Stephen. You're not that hard off, dude. It's about time you suffer a little bit, maybe, huh? Grow up.
So glorious. But what happens? How can I put this? What if you had a near-death experience? You popped out of your body. You looked not just at your body, but at this realm. You could see this and said, that's not real. You had that feeling of, this really isn't real life. There's more than this. And that's a that's a spirit, that's a transcendental spiritual changing experience to have. And I had that as a child when I drowned in a frozen river. And I survived. And I realized this isn't what people believe it is. There's a difference between what people believe life is to what it actually is.
And Stephen, hearing that, it actually helps me better understand some of your views as well. Having witnessed.
Hearing that gives him some ammunition. He'd love any little personal detail of my life, which is what demons want, is ammo. They want to store it up so somehow they can twist it or use it against you, misrepresent, warp it. That's what they do. They'll take any piece of your life. If I told you right now my girlfriend's name, demons would jot it down, record it, put it in videos, save it. This is what they do. They're absolutely disgusting.
Witnessed and experienced that. I didn't, but I can imagine some of the results. The feeling of being trapped here, as though this life and body is a prison in a hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's many who came to that conclusion before us as well. And they've made that choice. They'd rather be rulers in hell than servants in heaven.
I didn't make a choice to be a ruler in hell. I'm not staying here. You don't get it, but you don't spend much time. You don't spend any time looking at my channel. You'll never understand what I'm talking about because you're making all these assumptions rather than actually looking at what I say. And you don't have to. Stay ignorant. I don't want you to get out of here. You don't deserve the truth I share.
But see, I found my way to the other side, right? I see the divinity in all of it. I really do. I truly do. And it's magical. And it's perfectly offered for all of us to remember who we are. We are like Jesus. We're miraculous, especially when we're aligned with God and God's will for us.
At times I see the divinity. If I see like a beautiful woman or a sunset or something, but it's just fleeting moments. It doesn't last that long is what I'm getting at. It's like when you're out of body, it feels like eternity, but it doesn't feel long. It just feels like a beautiful existence. But here, time controls us so much, schedules, time, having to do all this shit. And it can. So I start speaking the truth. He interrupts, shakes his head, tries to put his finger over his lips and says no. And this is what I deal with, not only with Jack Talcott, but many in this realm. They don't want to hear someone speaking the truth. And their body language even shows it. They'll visibly start shaking their head as you're speaking. He's shaking his head at me saying, no, no, no. You're speaking about what you experience. I'm speaking about what I experienced, what I saw, what I felt, how I see this realm and time. And he's no, shaking his head. This is a great example of what narcissists do. This is what he would have done with his son when his son would start speaking. And his son was 7, 8, 10, 12 years old, up until I think the age of 15. I think when his son left him and said, no more, I'm done with you, and didn't speak to him again. Wrote him off completely. Silent treatment, no contact. And his son's a grown man now. He's in his 20s. And he wrote off this piece of shit. that believes that's a control freak and believes he knows best, and he's a narcissist. And if you start speaking truth, he'll say no and start shaking his head and wag his finger at you and do everything to distract you as you're speaking because he doesn't want to hear it. Long, it just feels like a beautiful existence. But here, time controls us so much, schedules, time, having to do all this shit, and it can feel oppressive. It can feel like slavery.
Stephen, I won't disagree with. I was disagreeing, and there's no.
I won't disagree, but I was disagreeing. He's all over the fucking place. He's completely psychotic. You won't disagree. You were disagreeing as I was speaking. You were shaking your head visibly in an exaggerated way and saying no. Are you even self-aware? You psychotic mess. It doesn't last that long is what I'm getting at. It's like when you're out of body, it feels like eternity, but it doesn't feel long. It just feels like a beautiful existence. But here, time controls us so much, schedules, time, having to do all this shit. And it can feel oppressive. It can feel like slavery.
Stephen, I won't disagree with. I was disagreeing, and there's no disagreeing with what you're saying. What you're saying is true. However, it's not true. Okay? This is the paradox of this reality. I'm going to bring these other guys up. I feel we're doing okay today.
Is Brown's boy doing okay? He's been posting on my channel actually about Jack, saying Jack Talcott's an actor. He just keeps repeating these comments. I don't think I banned him. I don't think any mods banned him, but he's saying the same thing.
He does it here as well. But we're all where we are for a greater purpose. Now, what is that greater purpose? Actually, this was one of my inspirations.
Here comes the word salad, stupid shit. We're all where we are for a purpose. What does that mean? I was talking about Brown's boy saying the same thing on a loop on repeat everywhere and somehow finds it funny to come to my channel and post Jack Talcott's an actor. He never says anything of substance. I don't like demon tards. I don't like fucking idiots that just repeat themselves.
Earlier today too. Within each of us is the spark of God, and wherever God is the wholeness of God.
You're just repeating cliche shit that you read. You're reading from a script. He's looking down. Within each of us is the spark of God. All that's lame fucking cliche shit. Bullshit. Stupid shit.
It's not fragmented or pulled and stretched in different ways. It's just God is. And within each of us is this divine light of life and creativity, untapped, unrealized potentiality. But in us as well, we've got this government.
Look down and read some more. Go to the New Age bullshit generator. You're basically not even at that level. That's more interesting than the shit you spew. It's called the New Age bullshit generator. I made a video spewing, mocking and being sarcastic, reading that, pretending to be New Age, and I thought it was funny. New Age. Anyway, just garbage, and people love shit. They love it. It sounds good to them. Doesn't have to be true. Doesn't have to mean anything. Most people love to listen to shit and spew shit.
System, the belief system, the identity system. Those beliefs and ideas are what limit our greatest version from showing. See, because it's when we take what's happening around us and we bring it through this veil of what we expect and what we think, and we come up with all these meanings, well, then we get reactive. And then our anger comes out, our sadness comes out. We find pain instead of adventure, right?
Yeah. How do we convince Brown's boy that you're not an actor? I know that's not the main focus, but how do we get him out of this loop? He's looping. Is there a way to break him free? or is this just going to go on?
Just do if it, maybe both of you guys have acting, but didn't you just do a video showing that Jack said he wanted you to suffer, Steven? And that was just put out
Well, I
yesterday?
showed the video of, yeah, I didn't say that. He said it. I recorded it.
Right. So I'm just curious because Brown's boy seems to be over target lately and logical. I don't
think Brown's boy is ever over target. I think he just is a simpleton repeating the same thing. That's all. Here it is, the New Age bullshit generator. The quantum cycle is radiating psionic wave oscillations. You and I are travelers of the infinite. Complexity is a constant. The spark of consciousness is now happening worldwide. It's happening now. It's happening now. How should you navigate this high frequency totality? It can be difficult to know where to begin. The Nexus is calling to you via morphogenetic fields. Can you hear it? Being, look within and beckon yourself. Although you may not realize it, you are ethereal. If you have never experienced this canopy on a cosmic scale, it can be difficult to exist. Have you found your vision quest? Our conversations with other entities have led to a blossoming of hyper holistic consciousness. It's just such bullshit. People love this shit. They really do. They love it. And then you can click on reionize electrons. And then it comes up with more shit. To roam the myth is to become one with it. Faith is the driver of guidance. We exist as four-dimensional superstructures. The Nexus is calling to you via ultrasonic energy. Can you hear it? See how this reorganizes words to form new agey sentences? And this is, people would say, well, it's AI. It's just, it's taking a dictionary, like not a dictionary that you'd know, not the same type that you know is what I mean. It's like a word dictionary in a computer, and then it's piecing them together this way, phrases, and rearranging them, and that's all it is. It isn't actually AI or an intelligent. It's just like a program to rearrange things, and in a way it makes sense. In another way, it just sounds like new age garbage. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense the way I explained it. And this is essentially what people believe AI is. They believe AI is conscious, and it isn't. It's more like this. It's more like this, clicking to randomize, reionize electrons to reload it. And it gives you a different new agey little image. Truth requires exploration. This life is nothing short of a deepening rekindling of amazing fulfillment. Hello, Izzy. Hello. I don't think I've seen you before. It's interesting. We're getting some new people in here tonight. Think that Brown's boy is onto something, that Jack is acting? He's a Hollywood actor?
Okay, the acting part for sure. I mean, I just, no offense, Jack, but you backstage me on just a common debate of scripture versus. I mean, you said you don't have to prove anything you say. You said it on this live.
Snafu. Something you haven't realized between you and me. You're not nearly as relevant to me as you think.
I understand that. That's why others in your life.
Not minimizing Snafu's existence by saying he's not relevant.
Well,
how should he receive that?
He can receive it however he wants, and everyone can receive what the
That's
moments
true.
of the day bring. They're all
Yeah.
free to receive it, whatever they want.
That's
But when
true,
I'm-
but I'm wondering what you mean by it. I guess was like that's what I'm getting at.
I appreciate that question, right? The opportunity to clarify.
Yeah.
What I'm referring to is the value being offered. What value is available, right? From each person. It's not selfish, it's honest. I give a shit about my time. I care about what we do, right? So if people aren't offering what I want, there's no reason for me to keep them along.
If they're not offering him what he wants, offering, like giving offerings to a god, going to an altar and giving offerings to a god. Yeah, I relate on that. So, Jack, that's why I ban people from my show too, or not show, but my channel, because I feel like they're wasting my time and energy trolling, repeating the same thing. I don't like when people
See,
loop
and
and they
that's
keep
where
saying, like Brown's boy.
that's where Stephen doesn't understand that these are opportunities, and he's just saying right out flat he's
Not
denying them.
repetition.
Very
It's a
interesting.
loop, Brown. If you said something, so he's trolling, saying these are opportunities. He's using Jack Talcott's language. He thinks he's clever, but he's just a troll. That's all Brown's boy is. He's useless. He's proven that over time, not just today. That's all he is. He's just a troll. He's just a fucking retard. Different. And if you had something other than just repeating Jack as an actor to offer, then I might hear you out. But you're just repeating everywhere, not just here.
I just
I've
did.
seen Talcott doesn't read the chat when they're talking about me, but when I'm speaking, he often doesn't listen to what I'm saying and will read the chat. I noticed that pattern as well. Not just today. It's a long-standing pattern. And then he'll get his little kicks and smirk and grin. That's what he does. If anyone takes Jack Talcott seriously and believes that he's going to end all wars, you're a fucktard. You're a demon tard. You're a zombie. You do it.
I just did.
Do you have
I
anything
mean, does it hurt
other than
you? Or
Jack as
what's
an
your
actor to
problem?
say? Do you have something other than that to add to it?
Yeah. It's the character. Actually, it's interesting because Stephen, you're calling him out on what seems pretty obvious. The actor part is the one.
So he's a retard. He calls this interesting. Brown's boy repeating the same thing, saying his trolling's interesting. But if I come up with a creative character, Jack Talcott doesn't like that. He shows what he is. You always reveal what you are. You're a simpleton, Jack. You're not smart. I don't know why you believe that you are. You aren't.
Running around. And I love this. Have some respect for these.
That's very nice.
They've had a book written
Yeah.
about them.
See, she really takes these digs at people. But that's why the thing is, so Jack loves that. Sorry. I had to chime in here and I'm snacking on something. Jack loves that. But you know, Jack, you were put in a psych ward. You couldn't pass the psych test is why you got fired and couldn't get your post office job back because you couldn't pass the psych evaluation test. You're the psycho. That's why you're laughing. You like to laugh at people and call them crazy. But the reason you lost your job is you're too psycho and dangerous to be working at the post office. They thought you'd go postal and kill people. I wouldn't mind that, but when it comes back, she gets
She's
very
great.
upset. Now pick your nose. Look at him laughing. If
Guys.
somebody makes a dig at her,
No, she
I think she's
doesn't.
great.
she does.
She
She did on my
doesn't get-
show. She
I
got
think she's
very
great.
angry. He shakes his head and lies. She does get very upset. She got very heated on my show.
Hey, you know what, Stephen?
Yeah,
I was pretty.
These are his experiences.
go ahead.
was
Let him
not-
finish.
I was not real impressed with the way.
I don't care if you weren't real impressed. She was given a chance on my show, and you didn't watch the whole thing. You're a piece of shit.
I was not real impressed with the way I saw and heard.
She did on my show. She
I
got
think she's
very
great.
angry.
Hey, you know what, Stephen?
Yeah.
I was pretty.
These are his experiences.
Go
I
ahead.
was
Let him
not
finish.
I was not real impressed with the way the little I saw and heard. Not impressed with you at all, man. Was not real impressed. Was not real impressed. Was not real impressed. Was not real impressed with the way the little I saw and heard. Not impressed with you at all, man.
What do you mean
You
with me?
you revealed your low character. You're
I re-
not representing yourself as a quality man. You're
Where do you
representing
mean?
yourself. Was not real impressed with the way the little I saw and heard. Not impressed with you at all, man.
What do you
You
mean with me?
you revealed your low character. You're
I re-
not representing yourself as a quality man. You're
Where do you
representing
mean?
yourself as a wounded little bitch. And so you want to continue
No,
bastardizing someone who
no,
I've
Jack.
identified as a friend. You better watch yourself, Stephen, with me.
Oh, you better watch yourself. You better watch your step. You're crossing the fucking line, little boy. Little Jackie boy.
Bastardizing someone who
No,
I've
Jack.
identified as a friend. You better watch yourself, Stephen, with me, what you
Wow.
say, okay?
I had her on for a conversation. I was very respectful.
No,
And I
you
gave
were
her a
not.
chance.
You were
Yeah,
not respectful.
yes, I was.
No, you were
I
not.
I gave her a chance to speak for over an hour, and she was allowed on my show to say whatever she wanted. And I didn't kick her off the way you do. I didn't get petty and do that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and allow you to control the narrative again when you're lying, Stephen. The
You
evidence.
just proved my point. You backstage. You're petty. You're weak. You're insecure. I didn't kick her off the way you do. I didn't get petty and do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't kick her off the way you do. I didn't get petty and do that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and control the narrative.
And she was allowed on my show to say whatever she wanted. And I didn't kick her off the way you do. I didn't get petty and do that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and allow you to control the narrative again when you're lying, Stephen. The evidence is there. You're quite disrespectful. Snafu.
Holy! Let's get those eyebrows, caterpillars, calm down. Cool. Let's get in the present and now.
All
Browns
right.
boys over Target. The optics are high.
Respect. Thank you for that grounding reminder.
That was
Welcome
pretty
back,
hardcore.
Snafu.
Like, Steven was like, in fairness, Steven was actually like, both of us have been kind of
thinks it's
talking
cool.
to you. We're not
He thinks it's
screaming.
cool to be
We're not
disrespectful.
yelling.
We've been cooking. We're not disrespectful. I like when Snafu talks about Jack's caterpillars, telling the caterpillars he's got to trim. He's got to trim those again. They're getting
We're just
wild.
surprised he called you a bitch. Like, that's kind of funny, but that just Jack, that's
He
not
wouldn't do it in
nice.
person, though. That's the thing. He wouldn't. It's only online. He's an actor.
Can we move forward, Jack?
Who are you referring to, Stephen, as an actor?
I'm referring to you because you're
That's
acting
what I
on here,
thought.
calling me a little bitch, and I know you wouldn't face to face if I went to Baltimore. You
Cam
wouldn't
up,
do that.
bitch. Cam up,
You
little
wouldn't
boy.
do that.
Cam up.
Why do I need to cam up? I'm not homosexual.
Well, no, this is the thing. You're playing
Why
these
would you
little
want to see me?
games. Well, because I want you to reveal your eyes. I want you to show your face as
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up,
that.
bitch. Cam up.
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up,
that.
bitch.
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up.
that. Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up,
that.
bitch.
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't
up,
do
bitch.
that. Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up,
that.
bitch.
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up,
that.
bitch.
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up.
that. Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up,
that.
bitch.
Tomorrow you
Cam
wouldn't do
up.
that. Look at the dead eyes that don't blink. The dead look in the eyes. He's like a walking corpse. He's such a man of peace, his whole facade collapses. Cam up, bitch. Cam up, bitch. Camming up isn't the same thing as standing in front of me You're still over the internet. You wouldn't say shit to my face. He even goes on. I expose him completely for anyone that's paying attention with an IQ above, let's say, 80.
Up,
Yeah.
bitch. Cam up,
You
little
wouldn't
boy.
do that.
Cam up.
Why do I need to cam up? I'm not homosexual.
Well, no, this is the thing. You're playing
Why
these
would you
little
want to see me?
games. Well, because I want you to reveal your eyes. I want you to show your face as you lie. So your lies are witnessed. Clearly, I see through your
I'm
lies.
not
I don't
lying at all. I
I don't
think you're a
need to
little
see
bitch.
your
I
face.
think you're psychotic.
Stephen, that
You're a
is you.
psychopath, and you won't
my-
address the issue.
Oh my
You're a
God.
psychopath. Listen to him. Oh my God. I'll pay $1,000 to come and see me. It's not just that I challenge you, I'll pay you. I don't think you'll do it. I don't think you'd do it. You'll have to leave your cell phone with someone, though. You have to be somewhere you can't run, you can't hide, call for help. I think that'd be great. Be a great test for you to prove that you are what you claim, because I don't think you are. I think you're a little short little man-child that's weak, that's a little weak little vegan, that's got a great big attitude, a big ego, and a big mouth. I've smashed men that are to pieces and broken them to pieces, broken in half, destroyed them, that were 6'6", much bigger than little 5'6" or 5'5" Jack Talcott, whatever you are. You're just tiny. You're just a little shit cot. Short ass, short cot. Little man child. That's what you are. Pat Jack. That's what you are. Is that all you've got? You really don't have a real response then. You're a psychopath.
I know
You're a
you made that.
narcissistic, lying bitch of a psychopath. That's you.
Okay. Are we going to
Yeah.
break this down or
Look at the faces and look at the furrowed brow, the eyebrows. Look at this. Because he knows. I see what you are, Jack. I know you're a psychopath. And so do psychiatrists that you've seen in Spokane, Washington. You couldn't get your job back because you're dangerous. You got angry with them, the psychiatrists, when you were trying to get covered and okay to return to work, and they wouldn't give you the okay because you are violent. You're an angry little man, little boy, a little man child. And you are dangerous to others. You can't control your anger. You claim to be a man of peace. You're an angry little shithead. That's what you are. Little pissant.
that's just
You
the
started this shit. I show respect to people that are respectful. You don't know how to be
where
respectful.
where are you now? Far
You're a
from
control freak.
respect.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
With respect.
Absolutely. I came on the show with respect till you were
And
disrespectful.
you lost it. And you lost it.
I didn't lose it. You lost it. You said you're a little bitch. You lost it.
Where
See this? He's playing demon games. This is what they do. They try to spin things around. He lies and spins, just like he claimed that he never wished suffering upon me. Yes, you did. You lie every day on your show. And some people have to record it to point you out because you can't admit it. It's all recorded, though. A psychopath has to have things recorded to show them what they said and did. And that's you. That's you. You're a psychopath. You can't admit to things you've said and done. You can't admit to abusing your son. There's a reason why your son went no contact with you at 15 years old, and he's over 21 now. I think he's maybe 22 or 23. He will probably never have anything to do with you again because you're a psychopath.
where's your respect?
You showed disrespect.
Hello, little boy. Hello.
You're the
Calm
little
down.
boy. Little Jack Talcott, skid mark. You're the little
Calm-
skid mark, and then he kicks me off again. And there's the dead eyes of the psychopath. This is what his son saw. Your son Dominic saw this in you. He was treated this way by you. You're a psychopathic control freak, a narcissist.
Calm down.
plays these games, backstages, and says, calm down, when he's losing. You've lost everyone in your life, and there's a reason for that, Jack Talcott, because you're a dead-eyed fucking psychopathic demon. That's what you are. He's telling me to calm down, and then the big breath, trying to calm himself down. You're the one that needs to calm down. You project, you lie, you deflect, you play demon games, you backstage. You're a psycho. And he knows I see through him, which is why he gets his back up even more, because he's worried that I'm exposing him in videos. It's under his skin. It's bothering him. I see you,
Holy
bitch.
cows, man.
Yeah, why are you so excited? Because I'm calling you a psychopath. I'm calling you out.
Praise God. I agree. Where'd that go?
Listen to his voice. Praise God. I agree. Praise God. You're a psychopath. Get a job. Stop begging for shekels every day on YouTube. Get a job. Well, you can't. You got fired from the post office. You can't pass a psych test. You also wouldn't be able to pass a drug test if they made you piss and tested your urine. Because you're stoned all the time, and you're possibly on other drugs as well. Let's face it. You're fucked up.
Where'd that go? Praise God. I agree. Flush that toilet. What a piece of crap. Garbage. Absolute garbage. The vileness from some people.
So he claims empathy, and he calls me garbage, disgusting, a little bitch, all this stuff. And people think that Jack Talcott is an empathetic man of love and peace. It's incredible. You can follow these demons, but you'll get what you deserve. The followers of Jack Talcott would never get out of this place. Never.
But you know what, Snafu? You're lucky to be here right now, too, because your vileness, I had to flush you, too.
You called him a bitch.
So
You
what?
wanted to look into his eyes. I was watching it unfold. I'm just watching, dude. The optics are high.
He's making claims that I wouldn't say things to his face because that little bitch knows he would not speak to me that way. Because my hand
Oh, I would. I would spit in your face and step on you. You're a little pissant. Listen to this.
would be around his throat so fucking.
Yeah, I've got more hand strength than you, more arm strength, upper body strength, shoulders. I would break your fucking arm. Your hand, listen to this threat. Your hand would be around my throat. I don't think so. You'd be on the floor.
Knows he would not speak to me that way.
I've choked people out that were 6'6" and 280 pounds. You're a fucking retard. You really are. You're delusional. You have delusions of grandeur thinking you're this big man and you're this tiny little vegan fucking weakling with a big mouth. You wouldn't have any teeth left, for starters. I've put people in the ER that attacked me that were much bigger and stronger than you and armed with a weapon. You're a fucking retard. That's what you are. A delusional fucking demon-tard. And I would love it if you tried that with me. I'd love it if you reached out and tried to grab my throat. I'd love for you to try that.
Way. Because my hand would be around his throat so fucking quickly. He'd be raised up, thrown to the ground, and he wouldn't have much to say again, would he?
Oh, no, Jack.
Yeah, you'd raise me up in your dreams. You'd raise up a 200+ pound man with one hand in your fucking dreams. You would never get your hands around my throat. And even if you managed to do that, I don't think you would, but I would break free from that hold rather easily. And you, let's put it this way, you'd face severe punishment and pain. I'll pay you $1,000 to come and see me. But not just see me in a public place where you can laugh and say, I got your $1,000 and run away. I wouldn't fall for your demon games. You'd get the money where you when you meet me, where I want you to meet me. somewhere you couldn't run. Because I know you're a coward already. I don't have to test that out and be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. I know you're a coward. I know what you are, bitch.
Knows he would not speak to me that way because my hand would be around his throat so fucking quickly. He'd be raised up, thrown to the ground, and he wouldn't have much to say again, would he?
Oh no, Jack. Empathy?
Oh yeah, empathy. Thank you for that.
Listen to this, and this is how fake they are. So this is empathy from Jack Talcott. Talking violence, claiming he would do violence, but here's his empathy. And people can't see it because most people are just fucking demon tards and zombies.
To the ground, and he wouldn't have much to say again, would he?
Oh, no.
Things to his face because that little bitch knows he would not speak to me that way because my hand would be around his throat so fucking quickly. He'd be raised up, thrown to the ground, and he wouldn't have much to say again, would he?
Oh no, Jack. Empathy?
Oh yeah, empathy. Thank you for that reminder,
Oh my god.
They both laugh at how fake they are, how fake the whole thing is. Just fakes on YouTube. Empathy. Oh yeah, empathy. After saying that he would be violent, which he'd never get away with. You'd never be able to do that in your fucking dreams. If anyone thinks Jack Talcott is tough, you must be as delusional as he is and his low IQ or lower.
That was well played. Well timed.
Okay. So with hand around neck, how is this gonna
To the ground and things to his face because that little bitch knows he would not speak to me that way because my hand would be around his throat so fucking quickly. He'd be raised up, thrown to the ground, and he wouldn't have much to say again, would he?
Oh no, Jack. Empathy?
Oh yeah, empathy. Thank you for that reminder,
Oh my god.
That was well played. Well timed.
Okay. So with hand around neck, how is this going to be like tell us more about the empathy you're going to show.
Well, by the sounds of it, if I knocked him unconscious, he'd quit whining like a little bitch about how dark the world is. You know, maybe he'd wake up with a different attitude.
Can I ask you a question? Are you white knighting for Trexie here? Like, is that why you're so animated with him right now? Because you know you got some super supporter cupcakes in your shit. We call them super cupcakes, you know. And maybe you're kind of white knighting and it's animating your response towards Steven right now.
Jeep.
Once in a while, Jeep says something that is true. Not always, but sometimes I do agree with her. Jack, you wouldn't talk to anybody like that in real life, Jeeps wrote. It's rare that people just do that in real life without the protection of the screen and thousands of miles.
I don't know. I say shit in real life too that, like I said, my mouth has gotten me into a lot of fights. And I'll say what I feel needs to be.
Have you won any fights? You lost against Chemo. You said a kid knocked you out in the street with your mouth. Some kid knocked you right out and you woke up, you were knocked out on the street. But I don't see damage to you. I've done actual damage to people when they attacked me. Certain people will never walk the same way again, crippled for life after attacking me. I don't see that you've been in a real fight where someone really hurt you and damaged you. If you ever tried that against me, you would be.
He said. And if that means calling out the, actually, sorry to take away from whatever you just said, Snafu, but
How about you take the offer, $1,000 if you show up and meet me where I say, $1,000 as incentive. You claim you want to. How about that? $1,000. Let's see how tough you are. Let's see if you can back up your mouth and your threats.
the key to our future, the key to individual growth and collective growth, we must confront the selfishness and the cruelty. There's a selfish part of us, there's a cruel part of us inside of us. We've got to confront that, right? Because we don't want to share that part. And when we confront the selfish and the cruel within us, we'll have more compassion as we confront the selfish and the cruel around us. I'm speaking the words I needed to remind myself.
You're speaking the words, but you don't live the words. You're not empathetic. You're a narcissist. You're cruel. You're sadistic. You talk tough, but you are not what you claim to be. So in that respect, Brown's Boy's correct about you. You're full of shit on the internet. That's what you are. You're an actor. In real life, you don't talk to grown men this way. I'm twice your size. I would destroy you. Yeah, you're a little boy. You're the little boy with a big anger issue. You're a bitch.
How long do you need?
You're a bitch. How long do I need? I finally got to speak on your channel without you hitting the backstage button like a pussy, like a coward. Now close your eyes the same way Trexie does. Close your eyes, make your eyes closed, and pretend that I'm not saying the words that are true about you. Try to pretend it away. Try to wish it away like an insecure, narcissistic weakling that can't handle being told something. You can't handle the truth.
You've said that.
Backstage like a coward. That's what you do. It shows you're a coward.
Where are you now? Are you still
You're
back?
a coward.
Are you
No,
still
but
back?
you do this. You play games. You play demon games.
Mhm.
You
Are you
backstage
triggered?
when you can't take it, when you get
You
heated.
sound, tell you what, Stephen, you sound
You're a
triggered.
bitch.
You sound
No, you're a
triggered.
bitch. You were triggered.
All right. Okay.
Listen to his voice. All right, all right. How about you take the $1,000? Show me how triggered I am. Stand right in front of me, 2 or 3 feet away from me, and look up at me, because you're a little boy. Maybe I'll give you something to stand on, like you give Tom Cruise in the movies. You little short ass, vegan, psycho piece of shit.
So
I'll pay $1,000 to come and meet me face to face on video. Look at him playing with his beard, nervously playing with his beard. He's trying to figure me out. I'm not afraid of you, you little piece of shit. I wouldn't fear you if you were 2 or 3 times as big as you are because you're so tiny. You're a little piece of shit. And say the same things. You've been playing games for years. It didn't just start today. How about you man up with your big mouth? Look at him, confused, playing with his beard. Stephen isn't the way people told me he is. I don't know what to do in this situation. Play with your beard some more nervously. You psycho. Play with your beard. Self-soothe yourself. That's what you're doing with your fingers. Stroking your beard. Not knowing what you should do. What demon game should you play? How should you play this? Because you're not a man. You can't be straightforward and say, I accept your offer. You can't do that. You spineless fucking coward.
you know how to reach me?
You want to do...
Bitch.
There he goes in backstages again. Look at this. This is what he does. And you know, people are too dumb on the internet to see that he's a bitch. He's a coward. Backstaging, playing demon games. A lot of you are too dumb to see this. Or maybe too gutless to say it. Even on my channel, some of you are just too gutless to speak the truth about demons. You can't do it. Demon games.
Mhm.
You
Are you
backstage
triggered?
when you can't take it, when you get
You
heated.
sound, tell you what, Stephen, you sound
You're a
triggered.
bitch.
You sound
No, you're a
triggered.
bitch. You were triggered.
All right. Okay. So
I'll pay $1,000 to come and meet me face to face on video and say the same things.
You know how to reach me?
You want to do?
Bitch. You know how to reach me? I'm done entertaining you, Stephen. I mean, I tried. You are the selfish and the cruel. Okay? You are exactly what I'm talking about.
Backstage like a bitch.
You are exactly what I'm talking. I'll throw you around like
You're
a little bitch.
backstage
Yeah,
bitch. No,
especially.
you-
Yep. You can't control yourself, Stephen. So I will control your mouth so I can speak. See, I'm the man here.
Bitch.
You don't recognize your position here, Stephen. You've been outmatched once again, but I'm not trying to beat you, Stephen. I'm trying to communicate with you. If you can retake.
You are trying to beat me. You're trying to play demon games, saying I'm outmatched. No, you're being exposed. I'm exposing what you are, bitch.
Recognize your position.
Same things.
You know how you said that.
Backstage like a coward. That's what you do. It shows you're a coward.
Where are you now? Are you still
You're a
back?
coward.
Are you
No,
still
but
back?
you do this. You play games. You play demon games.
Mhm.
You
Are you
backstage
triggered?
when you can't take it, when you get
You
heated.
sound. Tell you what, Stephen. You sound
You're a
triggered.
bitch.
You sound
No, you're a
triggered.
bitch. You were triggered.
All right. Okay. So
I'll pay $1,000 to come and meet me face to face on video and say the same things.
you know how to reach me,
You want to do?
bitch. You know how to reach me. I'm done entertaining you, Stephen. I mean, I tried. You are the selfish and the cruel. Okay. You are exactly what I'm talking about.
Backstage like a bitch.
You are exactly what I'm talking. I'll throw you around like
You're
a little bitch.
backstage
Yeah,
bitch.
especially.
No,
Yep. You can't control yourself, Stephen. So I will control your mouth so I can speak. See, I'm the man here.
Bitch.
You don't recognize your position here, Stephen. You've been outmatched once again, but I'm not trying to beat you, Stephen. I'm trying to communicate with you. If you can take a breath, can you take a breath and calm
you're
down?
not outmatching me. Let's see it.
Can
Bring
you
it in person.
calm down?
I am calm. I'll give you $1,000
Show
US.
evidence. Show evidence you're
Give
calm.
you $1,000.
Please do. My PayPal and Cash App's in the
No, when
description.
you come here to see me and face to face and
he
say
tries
the shit, spin it around. He tries to spin it around. Yeah, your Cash App. You'd love to just have money for nothing and say, ha, I'm not going to meet you. I'm not falling for that easy demon shit. You show up to get the money. You said what you do. I want you to see you try to do that. Show up and try to choke me out. Try to throw me around. I want to see you try to do that, you bitch. I'm tired of your kind that are all fucking mouth, all talk, all lies, narcissists. Let's see you back it up. And I'm tired of people on the internet believing shitheads like that. There's something wrong with most of you that watch YouTube, shit channels. Something wrong with most of you. That you say you would say. You're a liar. You're a coward. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. You're a clown.
Can we move
You're a
past that?
bitch. You're a fucking bitch.
Did you win? Did you win yet?
You play demon games. That's what you do.
What are you doing?
And I'm exposing you.
What is that? What it is?
You're exposing yourself with your.
See-
He plays. Is that what it is? Yeah, you know very well what I'm doing. I left you a comment, which people don't read. They're too lazy. But I left you a comment on my community post and tagged you yesterday, and called you out, called you what you are, and said I'm exposing you. And I just left him an email. I just sent him an email while we're live streaming. There's my address. It doesn't show his. Hey, bitch, I wrote to him, backstage again and again. Come and see me on video. We'll live stream it at a location where you can't run away. Bitch. So he said, I know how to reach, you know how to reach me? I reached out to him, an email. There you go. There's proof for you. for you dummies that always need screenshots to believe truth speakers, but you don't seem to require evidence from demons, I notice. I notice a lot of fucking pieces of shit on YouTube. A lot of zombies that say, "Oh, do you have screenshots?" I don't have to screenshot my life. I know that I speak the truth. Some of you require screenshots, and there's something wrong with people that always require screenshots from me. I don't trust you then. People that show that they don't trust me, I lose trust in you. You never seem to require evidence from demons, though, I notice, most of you humans. You believe lying demons with no evidence, and then for me, you're like, do you have screenshots to prove it? Most of you people on YouTube are degenerate, cockroach, zombie, pissant losers that deserve to be on channels like Jack Talcott. You don't even deserve what I'm doing here. You don't, because you're all fucked up even with your instincts. You trust evil and you doubt ones that are good truth speakers. That's most of humanity, is that fucked up. Most of you. I wish it wasn't the case, but you demonstrate it every day all over YouTube. And it's obvious to see by the comments in chats, by the guests on stages, by the ones running panels. Most of you are fucking just, you deserve to be in this realm. You don't deserve to be out of here.
Now you're showing yourself just like Snafu. Are you a journalist?
No, you're a lying fraud.
You're
showing what you are.
And an exposed.
He's all over the place. Are you a journalist? No, you're a psycho. No matter what you try to call me or play demon games, your psychotic dead eyes and your words and your behavior show what you are. No matter what you call me, you've already been exposed to anyone with a mind, which is unfortunately not that many. Not many people. Most on YouTube are just zombies. And if that hurts anyone's feelings here, too bad. Because it's true. Where's your empathy, liar? Where's your big empathy? You're full of shit.
It's reserved.
Then he smiles and flicks at his tongue in backstages again. A lot of you are too dumb to even notice how many times he's backstaged me. It's unfortunate. But otherwise, people would comment on it and notice it without being told. And there is something wrong with most people. They shouldn't have to be spoon-fed the fucking truth. You should be able to see it on your own.
Just like Snafu. Are you a journalist?
No, you're a lying fraud. You're showing what you are.
And an exposure?
Where's your empathy, liar? Where's your big empathy? You're full of shit.
It's reserved for honest people, dumbass. You fucking moron. Think like God and you'll understand me. I mean, that's what I practice doing.
Think like God and you'll understand me. He calls me a fucking moron and a dumbass. Look at this. Where's your empathy? The title of his show is A Key to Understanding Equals Empathy. There's his show title. I can't imagine being so gullible and dumb as to fall for Jack Talcott. Some of you must be fucking idiots. Probably tuned in, hate watching me right now. You must be demon tards to fall for this. Fall for this obvious narcissistic shithead. Hey, liar, where's your big empathy? You're full of shit.
It's reserved for honest people, dumbass. You fucking moron. Think like God and you'll understand me. I mean, that's what I practice doing, trying to think like God and you'll understand me. God and you'll understand me. Little dumbass. You fucking moron. Think like God and you'll understand me. I mean, that's what I practice doing, trying to think like God. You ain't gonna control me, Steven. You're a fool. You know, I'm not impressed with this either because it is unfortunate. Because the reality is, if I actually had guests who would click the link, who gave a shit about what I had to say, the conversations I could have would be entirely different.
People care what you say.
Yeah. And you got both sides of it too. You got people who agree with you and people who don't.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I mean,
Take a breath.
thank you. Hey,
Just life coach, take your own lessons, put them in your brain, caterpillars down, you'll be good. You got this, Talcott. But
you know, hey, let me offer this. No, Jesus would not grab Stephen by the neck and slam him to the ground. That was memories of old Jack.
Let's see you do it. $1,000 to give you a chance. You get paid to try to do that to me. Let's see you do it. I'm very confident that you won't do that. You're very delusional. You're an angry, delusional little man-child of a vegan. Try it. I'll fly you here.
Jack
I was
would
gonna
not-
say do you think Jesus would say bitch to Stephen? You think he'd call Stephen a bitch?
Actually, I expect Jesus would know better than me, and so he'd probably know how to get rid of those fucking demons that bitch is carrying.
He has taken demons. I don't know what to say. I'm just kidding. He has cast demons out of into pigs, right? Then jumped off the cliff.
Well,
Bible
the
talks about
reality,
casting demons out a lot.
I would have far more empathy for Mr. Stephen had I not known how cruel he has harassed so many others. So I'm not being
Okay. But again, Trexie does egg on others, like he said, and does talk a lot of stuff, and does throw her power around when she's triggered.
She does support me.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. She's like your super cupcake, and so you got to wait night for it.
Hey,
I get it.
You
asked.
You
No, I
asked.
get and you answered. I get it.
Let me explain. There's more than just that, okay? Because yes, maybe to a small degree, a little bit of white knighting for a friend.
Well, it's kind of like when I get mad at these people when I say don't feed his delusion, just be real with him. I get what you're gonna cupcake to those who feed your
Let
delusions.
me get to the point, or I'll put you in the back.
Well, you do all the time, anyways. But go ahead.
It doesn't have to be that way. I'm not that hard to work with. I'm really not.
You kind of are.
The other part, as I said, part of this, my role, I believe, what I want to do with the United States government too, right? And the corporate system, I want to confront
The U.S. Postal Service doesn't want to deal with you. You're too psychotic to work there. There's a lot of psychos that work at the post office, but Jack Talcott is too psychotic to work there. You're not going to deal with the U.S. government. They wouldn't let you near Donald Trump. They do background checks. And you fail. You're a psycho. Someone might need to warn the government about you. Warn the Secret Service about Jack Talcott. You are fucked up.
the selfish and the cruel. So part of this was me taking in that battle role. Part of me may have been a little bit of white knighting, but another part of Jack Talcott, who the fuck I am loyal to those who show me loyalty.
You are someone that talks about yourself in third person. Another sign of you being mental.
Okay? And Trexty has been very supportive of me.
Okay, so think
to
about that. Okay,
wait.
Jack, if I may.
To have
Jack.
Stephen that disrespectful.
Jack, if I may, though, you just said it right there. You said you are loyal to those who've shown you loyalty, right? So when you talk about these government agencies and we tell you, man, the money that they make, which you know, the corruption is money, right? They're loyal to each other. So what thinks you can stop the loyalty? Because you're showing us that your loyalty causes biasness within your decision making and within your camp. So why would the big tech and big governments, they're loyal to the money and corruption? Just like, I mean, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to really look at self to reflect on out.
I'm serving the truth. I'm not
That's a bold-
serving.
That's a bold claim.
Very
I
bold.
can explain it. I can explain it. I'm serving as in offering truth. Okay. I'm also chosen to serve the greatest truth. And the greatest truth I can imagine here on earth is fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Now,
Oh,
if others
Jack.
will, in the way of peace on earth, okay, in the way of the meek inherit the world,
Yo.
right? In the way of God's love.
There's never been peace on earth, and this angry, lying, narcissistic loser without a job that looks like a homeless bum is not going to create peace on earth. So if you're in his cult and you're brainwashed by him, wake the fuck up. You must be stupid.
Reigns supreme here on earth. That's what the symbolism and the significance of the return
Yeah.
of Jesus is.
Yeah,
But what?
yeah, man. You're here to serve like the biblical prophecy.
No. What I'm here to do is to suggest that only the truth matters. And if only the truth matters, then secrets and lies,
You've also said only love matters various days, so you change up what you say. Which is it? Only love matters or only truth matters? Which is it?
should not be.
If only the truth matters.
You got secret and lies in
If
your
only
camp.
the truth matters.
You guys aren't trying to understand me, are you?
If only the
No,
truth.
I am. I'm
No,
trying to
I am.
understand
I
how-
am. I am.
I am too. I'm trying to
Doesn't
understand
sound
how
like
it could be.
If only the
I'm trying to
truth.
understand how.
I understand he means agree with him and kiss his ass. Because he's a control freak narcissist. He's a fucking psycho. He's an absolute psycho. That's what he is.
It could be one way for you, and then when we're talking about government and big tech,
You're a liar. You're a coward. You're
that
a fraud.
Is
You're a
that right?
fraud.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. You're a
Can we
clown.
move, can we move
You're a
past that?
bitch. You're a fucking bitch.
Did you win? Did you win yet?
You play demon games. That's what you
What
do.
are you doing?
And I'm exposing you.
What is that? I want you to show your face as you lie. Your face as you lie. So your lies are witnessed. Clearly, I see through your
I'm
lies.
not
I don't
lying at all. I think
don't
you're a
need to
little
see
bitch.
your
I think
face.
you're psychotic.
Stephen, that
You're a
is you.
psychopath, and you won't
Oh my-
address the issue.
Oh my God.
You're a psychopath, Jack. That's what you are. Is that all you've got? You really don't have a real response then. You're a psychopath.
I know
You're
you
a
made that.
narcissistic, lying bitch of a psychopath. That's you.
Okay. Are we going to
Yeah.
break this down, or that's just
You started this shit. I show respect to people that are respectful. You don't know how to
where are you now? Far
You're a
from
control
respect.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
With respect.
Absolutely. I came on the show with respect, though you were just.
And you lost it. And you lost it.
I didn't lose it. You lost it. You said you're a little bitch. You lost it.
Where's your respect?
You showed disrespect.
Hello, little boy. Hello.
You're the
Calm
little boy.
calm
Little Jack Talcott, skid mark. You're the little.
calm down. Holy cows, man. Praise God. I agree. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? Praise God. I agree. Flush that toilet. What a piece of crap. garbage. Absolute garbage. The vileness from some people. But you know what, Snafu, you're lucky to be here right now too, because your vileness. I flush you too.
You called him a bitch.
So
You
what?
wanted to look into his eyes. I was watching it unfold. I'm just watching, dude. The optics are high.
He's making claims that I wouldn't say things to his face because that little bitch knows he would not speak to me that way. Because my hand would be around his throat so fucking quickly. He'd be raised up, thrown to the ground, and he wouldn't have much to say again, would he?
Oh no, Jack. Do empathy?
Oh yeah, empathy. Thank you for that reminder, Snafu.
Oh my god.
That was well played. Well timed.
Okay. So with hand around neck, how is this going to be like, tell us more about the empathy you're going to show.
Well, by the sounds of it, if I knocked him unconscious, he'd quit whining like a little bitch about how dark the world is. You know, maybe he'd wake up with a different attitude.
Can I ask you a question? Are you white knighting for Trexie here? Like, is that why you're so animated with him right now? Because you know, you got some super supporter cupcakes in your shit. We call them super cupcakes, you know. And maybe you're kind of white knighting and it's animating your response towards Steven right now.
Jeep, I don't know. I say shit in real life too that, like I said, my mouth has gotten me into a lot of fights, and I'll say what I feel needs to be said. And if that means calling out to, actually, sorry to take away from whatever you just said, Snafu, but the key to our future, the key to individual growth and collective growth, we must confront the selfishness and the cruelty. There's a selfish part of us. There's a cruel part of us inside of us. We've got to confront that, right? Because we don't want to share that part. And when we confront the selfish and the cruel within us, we'll have more compassion as we confront the selfish and the cruel around us. I'm speaking the words I needed to remind myself.
You're speaking the words, but you don't live the words. You're not empathetic. You're a narcissist. You're cruel. You're sadistic. You talk tough, but you are not what you claim to be. So in that respect, Brown's Boy's correct about you. You're full of shit on the internet. That's what you are. You're an actor. In real life, you don't talk to grown men this way. I'm twice your size. I would destroy you. Yeah, you're a little boy. You're the little boy with a big anger issue. You're a bitch.
How long do you need?
You're a bitch. Did you ever let your son speak? I wonder if you ever let your son speak. Little Jack Talcott. Did you ever let your son speak? There's a reason why your son went no contact and wrote you off out of his life completely. So did everyone else in Spokane, Washington. There's a reason for that. You want to blame everyone else, but it's you. You're the reason. You're a psycho. Now, I wish this world was different, and I wish beings in it were different. I wish people were more supportive. I wish people would back up their words. I wish people were more honest. But I don't live by wishes. This world isn't the way that I wish it was or want it to be. And I know I can't change it. I know I can't, quote unquote, fix it. Neither can you. And a lot of you are wishing for Jesus Christ or wishing for this to swoop in. Aliens, government, Jesus, UFOs, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all the same shit. Wishful thinking syndrome. You're delusional. I know people don't like that. They don't like to hear that. But most people are delusional. You're hoping for saviors. You're hoping for someone else to do something. Some of you are even thinking I'm that. You're trying to treat me that way. I can fight demons on my own. If people don't support me, so be it. Walk away. Go to Team Evil. Have you not gotten the message that I've been saying for years here? I don't need you. If you're not going to support me, too bad. Go to Team Evil and see if you're fighting me in the end. See if that's a wise decision. I've told you to choose wisely. Some of you are so dumb you'll end up on Team Evil. I'll see you in their comments bashing me, and I'll remember who you are and what you did here. I won't forget. You could be on my shit list. Congratulations if you're that stupid. Some of you are. Some of you prove it over time if given 6 months, a year. Some of you will need another 3 months or 6 months. But eventually, some of you will show it. You'll show what you are, as you always do. You always do. There aren't many good beings in this realm, and you keep showing me that. Very few people in this realm care about me. I'm not crying about it. I just notice it. And that's how demons gaslight. Oh, you're crying and whining about people not liking you, or not being there, or not supporting you, or not caring for you, whatever. No. Go there. Go to Team Evil. I don't want fakes and pretenders around me and weaklings that claim to support me but don't actually do it. I don't want you. You're not wanted. That's what I'm telling you. Maybe you'll understand one day when you're lined up with these creatures expecting them to save you. And spiritually, they're going to be run through like a knife or a sword through hot butter. And some of you are so stupid. I don't care if you are. You had a lifetime not to be. Some of you had many lifetimes here, not just one. I'm not making you learn. You don't have to learn anything. You can be lazy and stupid and dumb and evil. That's what most are in this realm. Lazy, stupid, ignorant, dumb. They're not truth seekers. They're not ethical. They're not moral. They're just pieces of shit, followers of evil. That's what many are.
He like the guests he has, like some of them
We go, oh, damn. Same sort of civil.
fun of me, and like that's the like. And I think like putting money on the line, $5, $10.
I missed 4. But we go, is there anything going on in the chat that I'm missing out on? No. Nothing going on? Okay, so here's what we do.
Keep going.
We take our intentions back.
Offline.
We take them back because here's the thing, right? Everyone, when they're
Are they live? What's going on? I'm backstage over there, and no one's on their show. By the way, I want to encourage people to follow Team Evil if that's where you belong. If you are lost here on my channel, not everyone is wanted here. I want VIPs only. I want good spirits only. I don't assume that everyone is. I don't want to associate with everyone in this realm. I think most beings walking around are just absolute zombies and demon-tarred, evil pieces of shit for the most part, demonic. They show themselves to be that day in, day out, and then they'll say they're not that. It doesn't matter what your words say. Your behavior shows. I go by your behavior. Your words, you can say you're a man of peace, you're loving, you're a man of love, you're all about empathy, and you're just an angry, evil piece of shit like Jack Talcott. A lot of people are that way. Look who's back. Look at this. He's noticing who's here. Look at this.
He's simple-minded, but it's in a good way. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Hey, Landry. You're very silent. Hey, Landry. I'm right there. Hey, Landry. Wake up. Pay attention. Wake up. You're live. His eyes are going all over the place.
All right, cue us up, Charlie,
For what?
for the DJM series.
So you didn't catch any of it.
I didn't catch this shit show.
I don't think
That's
he
the best way to
realized
do this,
I'm
dude. If you
here.
don't catch this shit, that's the way that it's the format that works for everyone.
Look at this.
Yeah. Most people didn't catch this shit. I guarantee.
We're getting
ya.
a behind the
It was
scenes
the
look.
most live viewers she's ever gotten. Seriously, it was like a huge, colossal failure.
King Steven's here now. What the fuck?
Where
He's in the
Backstage?
back. Oh shit. Hold on one sec. Hey.
what's up, Steven? What are you here for? You here to work on some projects?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm here to work with you guys.
Okay.
Is this live?
Be right
Steven,
back.
you here?
Dog's having a
You're-
seizure.
Hello.
Oh shit! What's up, Steven? What's up? What's going on?
Can you hear me? My
Nothing good?
avatar's not moving. Hello. This is live. I'm live streaming this. I was playing you and Moose. There was a lot of dead air. I didn't know if you were live or not. Hello. Hello.
We can't hear you.
Fuck's sakes.
But we can't we can't hear you. No, we're not live.
Be right back. Microphone issues with StreamYard. Oh, man. Hold on, everyone. Testing. Testing. The fuck is wrong with StreamYard? Can you hear me on my channel? StreamYard isn't detecting my fucking microphone. What's going on with this bullshit? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Audio check. Fucking StreamYard won't detect my microphone.
I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm live streaming. It's fine audio on my live
Well,
stream.
now it's fine. Yeah, I heard you over there. I just didn't hear you here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was live streaming and I must have missed the end of your stream because by the time I clicked, I was behind watching your stream and I guess it was over. And then I came on, it was just dead air. And I was like, what the fuck?
But yeah,
Moose isn't here.
we're just doing our thing. You know, we're like
You weren't
this is
even
the
sitting here
backstage.
though. You weren't even here. No one was here.
I know because
On-
we're getting ready
You're getting ready for what?
for the next one.
The
We
next
got a lot of
one.
things in motion, yeah, for the next project. So what's up, man? So I guess we're live for you, but this
Yeah.
is my space to where I'm going to treat you as if we're not live. So how's it going? Is everything that you're doing is it sincere? I mean, I can't ever
On
tell.
my show? What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying like
On
when
Talk?
last time you were here,
Oh, last time I don't remember the last time I was here.
murdering your family. Ah,
Oh, I didn't murder my family. What are you talking about?
so it's, okay, yeah, there we go. So
That was
Is that-
no, it was that came from OTWs where he had a show called We Laugh at Anything. with him and his daughter, and we were having laughs, and then all of a sudden they started asking about my family, and I jokingly said, "Oh, I killed my dad," and they didn't laugh, and I was like, I thought they laughed at anything. They didn't
Okay,
laugh. So I just carried that on to the Panelverse, to Talcott's show, then to your show, to see, hey, will these people just believe anything I say?
It's a good one. Well, that's what
It
the
was
thing.
a good one. They didn't
I
laugh.
thought
They
you.
kicked me off.
I thought you were going for TOS, but I mean, that's
No,
just,
I don't go for TOS. I told you that. It's not.
I know.
I've
I
said
know.
it on my
Well,
own show.
yeah, but here's the thing, right? So that's where the trust thing comes, because I'm like, okay, I take you seriously, but then that's where you're in the. But now that you've explained the purpose and the framing of the joke, I understand. But that was context
Dude,
I didn't
I
have
don't
before.
try to take down channels. If I wanted
I
to
hear
take
you.
down a channel, I'd be going after Talcott, Paul the Slave. You wouldn't even make the list. I mean, but I don't do that.
I hear you now, but now I understand, right? Because the missing context, the
Yeah.
laughing at everything.
Well, they didn't laugh. Well,
that's where it
wasn't
started.
just a live stream. They're doing a new series called We Laugh at Anything, and there was no laughter at that. They were like dead. It was hilarious to me because I was like, they're not laughing now. They're not laughing. They're buying this. They're thinking that I killed my dad at 11 years old.
Talcott about it too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He still thinks that. So did Demon Slayer, made videos. And I was laughing, making videos saying he took the bait. He thinks I killed my father, and that.
Okay.
It's
How
just
many
hilarious.
other things have you done similar to where that's where a lot of these
Trolling
things
the
get started?
Panelverse, you mean, or
rumored.
putting bait out?
Yeah, sure, yeah, trolling, yeah, bait.
I've done other things. I
Is
don't
that
know
where
how
a lot
many.
of Demon Slayer videos come from? A lot of that shit in there about things that
He
happen to
always
you?
takes the bait. He's predictable. I could put out anything. I could.
So the thing about you going to like a mental hospital, is that stuff debate?
That's not true.
Okay.
I've not
so
been in a mental hospital for 8 years, or no charges. I've never been charged. He makes up lies. That's not bait by me. He's lied.
Okay.
But he read things, and then that's what people do. They don't investigate. Like if I said I was a diplomat with diplomatic immunity and I was from an African country, people would believe it in the Panelverse. They'd be like, yeah, he is from Zimbabwe. He said that 3 years ago. He must be. It's like people are gullible, and they got to learn not to be gullible.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But then what they do, and I'll include myself in this, right? They shut down because they don't understand. So then they fear what they don't understand.
Some
'Cause
people
when I thought you were
understand.
doing-
Rose was laughing. She said she
Well,
was
yeah.
laughing watching me on Jack's days ago. She knew it wasn't real. She knew I was playing him and baiting him. She knew
Yeah.
when I said I've never cried, never had tears. She
You
said
sounded so sad. That was very impressive.
she was.
No, you did. You sounded very, very somber. You're like, I just
Yeah.
don't-
Well, it was the part of it was true. I was sleep deprived. I was tired.
Okay. Well,
I do
but
have
I'm saying
insomnia.
The
So
most
there's
important parts were not true.
yeah. I didn't kill my father. I do probably have tear ducts. I don't use them that often, but I think I have them.
What does that even mean? I don't even know what that is.
Well,
Tear
tear ducts is the ability to cry tears. If you don't
Okay.
have tear ducts, if you're born without them, you can't cry. But Rose said she was laughing because she's like, you said you don't have tear ducts, all this stuff, that you can't cry, that you've never cried.
Well,
She-
so I like that kind of humor. I guess you take it so far to the extreme that I don't even recognize it, which that's the goal, right? The goal is to not.
well, the
even have
goal
it
is to
noticed.
fool. I mean, the goal is to.
It's similar. Did you see when I went on the paranormal thing and I told them that Cynthia was my wife and OTW was my best friend? And
No, I didn't see that at all. Paranormal.
I got to show you this, dude. Especially since hold on.
See,
Yeah,
Jack
good.
still thinks everything I said on this show, because he has a bias believing that I am dangerous and evil. And he said, what did he say when I said I killed my dad? He said, you wanted to, or you chose to, something like that. And then I said, I wasn't even prepared. It was all spur of the moment, but I responded with, I had to. I was defending someone's life or saving someone's life. But he was trying to frame me as, you chose to kill your dad. He's always going for that. It's your fault, Stephen. No matter what. Like, if there was a burning building, hypothetically, let's say this was true. Let's say there was a burning building and I saved someone's life. Jack would probably say, you chose to set it on fire. Like, he spins things. Talcott is so evil that he will spin anything to try to make people appear to be evil that aren't evil.
That makes sense.
Because I think he wants to be the savior of the world, with world peace, ending all wars, talking with Trump. He's even said he's going to impress his son with ending all wars and talking with Trump, and that his son Dominic will come back to him. if he's impressed with Jack creating world peace. I mean, it's so delusions of grandeur is off the charts. It's hilarious to me.
Modern man lost again. What is your deal? Who are you? Welcome to the show.
So yeah, I'm a lost man, you know, looking for, I guess, this is when me and OTW were our heavy beef session. A lot of
Okay.
answers. I don't have a whole lot myself, so I don't ever really proclaim to be a teacher in this online space. People will often give you a hard time for that and trying to find your way, because niches and sort of established knowledge goes a lot farther. But so I guess more so than anything, I'm here to learn. And, you know, I've got a difficult relationship with God. I was very sick. So, but we were just on a different panel where he left, like, because we got in a big fight. So he came here and I followed him over here.
Speaking, Mr. Modern Man Lost.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm sorry, I'm not going
And how did you?
Yeah, my best friend.
And so, how did you find us? Are you friends with these gentlemen?
Yeah, my best friend is OTW Live. Me and him,
Okay.
we go way back.
And how did you guys meet? How did y'all meet together?
Your best friend.
Are you there, OTW?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to entertain the conversation. This gentleman is a troll, and I can't. I won't entertain this. I'm sorry.
This gentleman is a troll.
OTW, who is the troll?
The gentleman that was just speaking, Mr. Modern Man Lost. See, Rant is actually pointing there. Speakeasy nodding. They agree with me. I'm not.
But
gonna
I'm
entertain
here
the
in good faith, and I'm being authentic and calm and collected. So I have no intention to troll anybody here today.
It's like a game of Clue tonight, dude. Like, who's the
I
troll?
gotta say this though; it's very entertaining.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
it's
great.
great.
Peter Burnett, thank you for that donation. We appreciate
Spicing it up.
it. It's kind of like the nightclub back in the day. You never knew who was doing what.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll
Always got
apologize
your
for
own
my
self-interest.
part in this, probably because I'm sure a few of these guys came from seeing me on here, especially this one here. But so I apologize that I have no control over their lives, because I wouldn't bring everybody with me. This again, when I say my goal was to tell a made up, I came here. Same with Grant. That's why these trolls.
Hold on.
King friends.
You were friends. Okay, so he's pretending that you're gonna check out. So the guy that's the troll to you, who is the troll?
Landry, the Modern Man Lost Again character.
Okay, so he's pretending that you and because Landry, you said that you and OTW were friends.
We were, but when I was obviously over.
We were never friends. It's a lie.
he takes things very seriously. As you
Keep
can tell.
projecting and making shit up, dude. Come on.
He takes things very
Like,
seriously.
what happens whenever
Hold on.
Wolf, the only reason he's on this panel right now is because I'm here.
No, I'm here for Speakeasy.
Too brute.
I'll give him that, OTW. He probably came because I came here. Same with Grant. That's why these.
You got to check this panel out sometime, dude. It's pretty good stuff. What's up, Moose?
Hey,
You
Moose.
here?
Is your dog okay? What's wrong with your dog? It said you got to pay attention to the dog.
Yeah, you don't have to be here if you got a dog issue.
What's
We
wrong
got
with
broken
your dog?
into. Our backstage got broken into. Oh, he's not here. Oh well.
What happened with his dog?
I don't know. I think his dog's just getting old, has seizures.
Oh, okay. She's got an older dog. I hope he means his dog. He doesn't mean he's taking care of Bex or someone.
Oh man. There he goes. I haven't seen Bex in years, dude.
Or
It feels like
Cynthia.
years.
I think she disappeared. If you Google, or not Google, if you do a YouTube search on for a channel and you type in the Bex Factor, BEXX with 2 X's, all that comes up is my videos of Bex for years. Her channel's gone. It's kind of funny to me. So
yeah,
if
she
people
did take
go
it all
look-
down, huh?
Well, if people go looking for her, all they see is the videos of me making fun of her. And it's like you took your it's not really a victory, Bex. You took your channel down. And if people are like, hey, what happened to Bex? I'm going to search her name. They're going to see her as a wrestler in front of a Big Mac and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite memes, though. Her as Earthquake the wrestler. I pasted her head on Earthquake the wrestler in front of a Big Mac. Did you know she used to do streams going to McDonald's?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was before your time. She drove to McDonald's, live streaming her McDonald's trips when she started her channel.
You love her deep down.
No, I don't.
You got a soft spot for her?
I think she's a psycho.
I mean, aren't we all here online?
No, I disagree. I think she's a psycho on the level of Jack Talcott and certain others.
Who are the others? And where do I stand on this psycho list?
She's delusional enough, dude, to think she's thin. And
How
that's
do you know that?
What?
How do you know she thinks she's thin?
She said it.
Really?
She said she's not fat, and she wasn't joking. She wasn't trolling. She doesn't have a neck. How could someone think they're thin when it's like there's no neck, Bex? Did you ever see Benton? And I'm not making fun of him. I get along with Benton, but he was sick years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. And I don't know what was wrong with him. I haven't really asked him, but he told me he was sick. He had like a long giraffe looking neck because he was so sick. And he was on a live stream with Bex, and I covered it a couple years after it was recorded. And I didn't know him at the time, and I didn't know he was sick during it. But Bex was sitting beside him with no neck, and Benton had a giraffe neck. And I was like, Benton, give her some neck. Come on, dude, you like her. Give her, you got some to spare. You've got and I didn't know he was sick during this live stream because it was before my time. It was years old by the time I saw it. But yeah, it was just like giraffe neck and then no neck elephant. It was just incredible. But you know, Landry, I don't hate fat people. Honestly, don't. But if they're evil and fat, then I will make fun of them for being fat.
Well,
If
I've
someone's
been
fat
fat,
and
so
good,
I
I
get to make fun of the because I know how to beat it. You know, it just
You know how
takes
to
like
beat what?
being fat.
You
for the
were you a big fatty?
I feel like if you don't know that yet, that's crazy. Yeah, I was a big.
I didn't
big
know
guy.
that you were like, were you fatter than Bex or Paul, the slave, or
I
Cynthia?
was 260 at my heaviest. So, and then what took me down was there's a water slide here that I went on, and it was like an hour plus wait to get on to the Texas sun. And I just hadn't weighed myself in a year, so I had no concept of how much I actually weighed. Because when you get fat, you just don't really think about it. You just try not to. You don't think about the numbers, right? You just think, well, there's no way I got to that weight. So the weight limit's 250. It says it at the bottom. I'm like, there's no way I'm past 250. I get there to the top. They tell me, dude, you're 260, but I'm gonna let you do this just this one time. You waited a long time in line. So I'm like, okay, cool. Immediately I fall off the tube. I guess that's why the weight limit exists, because it's aware of that. It's aware that you're gonna fly off if you get over a certain weight. And then so I wait for my tube to come down behind me at the bottom of the slide after I get my ass being beat up in this shit, because the ones that have tubes aren't designed for free body. So then I wait for the next one to come down. Instead of the next one coming down, the next person comes down in their tube. So they're like, where's your tube, dude? I was like, I don't fucking know. So they have to shut down the entire ride. So then all these families, all these kids, all these happy people have to stop waiting and turn around and leave after having waited however long. I'm humiliated because my fat ass just ruined it for everyone. I'm like, I'm going to take my life back. That's
Oh,
what I did.
damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And you were 10 pounds over the limit?
Yeah, just 10 pounds
Oh,
over.
man. Well, at least you weren't one of those ones that those Disney chicks where there's a thing where they can't get the bars down like on roller coasters and they're trying to fit in there. They have to fit in. It's like designed before you wait in line, that they have those now, I guess, at the start of a line.
That's
to
smart.
test, yeah, to test
People are
yourself.
getting
So
so
it's like,
fat. Have
are
you ever been to
gonna fit?
Indiana?
What?
No, you're not from America. Well, you are, but Indiana, the state of Indiana, the fattest people ever live there. I was so shocked.
I've never been to Indiana, but that's
If
I
you
think
can.
that's where Rat Blood is from, or at least
Yeah,
he's living.
I don't know about that guy. Some of these people, like, they aren't worth knowing, you know. Well, I guess it's kind of your thing, right, to mess with them, but they just go to such extremes, man. Where I find the better move is to.
Well, he's evil. He was burning Bible pages on camera. He tried to trick Cage into thinking he was killing himself. He had fake blood. Like, he did this live, and people thought it was real. Because, like, who would be psychotic to fake that to get back at someone? The cops were called, like, all kinds. Like, he's absolutely
So
fucking-
rank, like, where does he stand? So Axis, Rat Blood, Tarek, and who would be another one? Snafu. Best to worst.
Best to worst. That's a tough one. Well,
Tarek is the
Snafu
best.
accuses. Tarek isn't that great though either. I mean, Tarek is.
He's the best. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that to make controversy.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't
He
even
needs
go
a
the rank.
project, and he's putting money down for it, and I'm like, dude, that's all that counts. But people are just getting in their feelers about it. It's ridiculous. I mean, these people just I find no reason, right? So say that the business model. I know you mock, oh, anyone making money on YouTube, it's shekels. Sure, but I'm actually providing, a service, especially when they come in, they say, I want this video. So that's what he's doing, and I'm like, thank you, let's make something happen. He, throw down. He's saying $150
to be
per
fair,
video.
though, I've never said that if you're doing a service, I view that as different than Flow State. What Flow State does
takes it a little bit far.
he's
Yeah.
just he's not really making something for someone. He's just pay to kick someone off, pay to do this, pay to do that. He's openly grifting.
pay to have access to Andrew Wilson.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes.
It's different if you're making somebody a video or you're making somebody. Is that you?
Yes.
What? Oh man, that barely even looks like you. I wouldn't have even recognized you.
So, do you know anything about like coding or programming or programs?
Yeah, I used to do that.
So it's gotten so much easier with AI. That's one of the coolest things about it. Man, it's just so okay. Let me work an idea out here with you. So, what are some channels that have been? Because this tool, have you ever used Filmot to find clips?
No, I haven't.
This might be a game changer for you. All right, check it out. Let's rock and roll. Come on. Sorry, it's taking forever. Well, shit, Stephen King. Sandy Machine. That's one they used to call you a lot, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe there's some things in here you haven't seen before. Maybe you've seen them all. Who knows? What the fuck is my computer doing? Do you know these?
Celestial Art Time. May I suggest the Sanity Machine? You'll see why. Okay.
Is it somebody hyping you up?
I don't know who that is. I haven't seen that.
Starting. Steven the Sanity Machine is a drama channel who starts drama with anyone and everyone, and then he plays the victim. And then he puts up a picture or a video of that person, calls them a demon, and then tries to get everyone to hate that person. So Steven acts like I'm begging grifters online. Meanwhile, I don't.
That's
beg.
an enemy of
I don't
Jaren,
ask
actually.
my
Jake
audience.
the Asshole.
I know. I remember him.
That's who
Yeah,
that
he's-
is. He changed his name
don't
recently
beg.
to Jake the Awake, which he sounds even worse. He should have kept Jake the Asshole, but he's trying to be mature now, saying, "Oh, I'm Jake the Awake," and it just sounds gay. It doesn't sound good.
So what is that? Is that accusation true?
That I just
Is that a character?
is what a character.
Fair
Me?
enough. And the Sanity Machine coming in with the 222. Shout out from the Sanity Machine channel.
When was that?
A long time ago.
I love that number 222.
I like numbers like that. I'll donate 222, 333, stuff like that. People say I don't donate, but I mean they'd have to do something like this to
Sanity Machine. Both of them are people who they make digs and attacks, but it's not very good. It's not very engaging. I just wish I demand better adversaries.
Oh,
than
come
this.
on. You love
Dude,
Defo,
he is. I mean, I guess Andrew Wilson's his better adversary. So.
According to the Sanity Machine 33, Jack is a psychopath. And that was on October 27th.
I stand by that. That's not
2025.
trolling. That's legit. I sincerely think he is.
Well, I mean, you got to be like, where do you stand? Where's your? I mean, how would you, I guess, describe your shortcomings? Because people would call you the same thing.
They would call me a psychopath.
They might. The Demon Slayer probably would.
Well, that person's a fucking cross-dresser, drag queen,
King
gay.
Steven from the Sanity Machine. He says he owns all of us and we're peasants. Much love, King Steven. Graffiti tattoo in house.
He knows the way to handle it. See, he's good at handling it. He'll have me on his show and laugh about it. He doesn't
Take
get
on
riled.
this. expose the sanity machine.
I hate the AI voice shit.
And that's what Demon
Of the
Slayer
san-
uses, fake AI voice, never
That's
shows
one
his
thing
name or
that, like,
face.
I have my tastes, you know, and I think that I get where people come with AI slop, but that's why I try to, you know, educate the people about.
What about
It's
channels that use AI voice? Why not use your own voice to read
Yeah,
things or say
just
things?
you gotta make something human. It can't just be all
The
fucking
AI
AI.
voice, and then they change it from female to male, like Demon Slayer. He changed it. It's not even consistent with his hiding AI voice. Oh, Moose was there for what when he said I was there for that one? It was great. Was it on Z Show? I like Z Show. I like going on Z Show. Yeah, I like Z Show.
Me
Have
too.
you
I
been
just
on
don't.
there?
I had to. Yeah, in the beginning of my time here. Are you
The
here,
guy that
James?
always wears the beanie.
I know who he
He's
is. He was another one of the enemies of Jaren.
oh, has he always been an enemy of Jaren?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, everyone is sometimes, you know.
I know.
'Cause that's
I
kinda-
really. I went on Jaren's show. I called in a couple times in the last year or two. But
I would love to see that.
I think I asked him about reincarnation, the soul trap, and I think I played dumb about some of his stuff. I just kind of played dumb. I think I might have asked him about the Home Depot, though. I'm curious about if the world were just a giant Home Depot. That fascinates me.
Dude, okay, thank you. Thank you. Hold on. This is another idea, right? Okay, so Moose is here. We're live on the Sanity Machine right now. How do you feel about that, Moose? It's kind of fun. It's kind of freeing because we don't have to worry about our audience here right now, you know? It's just like, and not because we're going to say anything different. It's just there's people, man. They try to fuck with us. Anyways, our audience is great, but the ones that try, you know, our Timberwolf, all the shit he's doing, it's just so silly, right? To where I didn't even know he had a channel. Did you know he had a channel, Steven? The Wolf? Steven just left the building.
You're like, we're live on the Sanity Machine, and he's like, peace. Enjoy your time.
Think you thought we were still live here?
Nah, he's gonna be like, look at these fucking demons. Couple fucking demons. I love his fucking parodies, dude. I do.
No, but we need to do. That's another thing that we need to do. We need to get better at the parodies, right? Okay, so he's backstage.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him. We couldn't hear you, so maybe your mic messed up. Come back.
Testing. 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 Testing.
Oh, he's back. What's this doing? What
Audio
happened?
check. I don't
What's
know.
happening?
I don't know what's going on tonight, but it seems to be fine on my end. I'm on Restream and StreamYard, but I've done this many times on various shows, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with audio issues. But yeah, I'm not going to call you guys demons on my show after this. If I thought you were demons, I'd just call you demons right now. Just like I was calling. Did you see Jack's show earlier today? I got kicked off backstage.
I was
many
there for a
times.
second. I didn't see much of it. I got there towards the end.
I offered him $1,000 to come meet me face to face and call me a bitch and grab my throat and do all the things he said he would do.
He
I
said he would
"I'll-"
do that?
Yeah,
He said he would
it
do that?
on the show. He
What?
said,
Can I have
didn't-
$1,000 just to come see you and say hi?
No, he said he would do that before I offered, and I said, I'll give you $1,000. I'll fly you here to do that. I said, I'm twice your size. He was trying to say you're a little boy. I said, I'm twice as big as you are, and I will destroy you. You try it. We'll have to meet, though. He said, cash at me. I said, I'm not sending you the fucking money till you get here. Obviously. I don't trust you. But you'll have to come here.
You can cash at me. I'll get in there.
somewhere that you can't run. Where you have to meet me, where you can't just run away and hop on a bus or run into a place or scream for help or something. Because I would put him in the fucking hospital. Absolutely. If he came here and tried to grab my throat or attack me, let's go. I'll give him $1,000. And this isn't one
We
of
don't
those
need this
fucking
violence.
things where it's like, oh no, you wouldn't. Yeah, I would. I'll give you $1,000 to come here, little Jack Talcott.
There's
Because he
something- you
said
gotta be able to do
he said
something
he
better
would
with
do
your
this
money.
to my face. He said he would do it. I'm tired of these bullshitters on here talking shit on their channels, saying, "Oh, I'd do it face to face." Well, do it then. I'll pay you to come here. Let's see you do it. Let's see you do
Liz,
it.
what time is the thing tomorrow? The presentation.
I don't know.
I'm not 260 though. I'm not that fat.
I got work in the morning though, so
I know.
like,
Just nobody told me what time it was.
That's
Nobody's
what I
gonna talk to
mean.
me about that.
So
Were you
like,
ever fat, Moose?
no,
You've never had a fat phase or stage?
nah, I've been super skinny my whole life.
If you were 260, would you feel like a fatty, or would it take you to be Paul's 330 or whatever he was at? I think he was at something like
I think right now I'm at 150. If I go
150.
if I get to like 160, 170, I think I'd be fat.
My left arm is 150. I'm kidding. It's not 150. My left nut is 150. What are you talking about, dude? You're 150 soaking wet.
Yeah.
I bet Jack is thinner than you. I bet he's like 140. You're probably taller than
really?
Talcott.
You think
Yeah.
so?
He's like 5'5" or something, isn't he?
I
He's
don't know.
very
Landry
short.
would know.
He's short. He's short cut.
He's the only one that met Jack in real life.
No, Cynthia met him, and that other guy, Mr. Cream Pies, Pizer. I think he
Yeah,
might
but
have
they're
even
not
met other
here.
people. Yeah, they're not here, but yeah. Other people met him and they said he's short. They said he's like a munchkin. He's
And what is
basically
Pizer doing in Texas? He was growing weed in California. Remember, he was a big boss in California, supposedly.
yeah. I don't know what he's doing in Texas because he's kind of queer, so he'd probably be better in California. He'd be accepted there more than I think in Texas. Mr. Cream Pies, I nicknamed him. I made a meme of him eating with a cream pie, but like an actual cream.
He's a fun one, but yeah, definitely gay.
Yeah, he is. He's gay.
Nothing
I
wrong
think
with that.
I think there is, but I think he probably tried I think he probably tried to put moves on Landry. Maybe that's why Landry didn't want to hang out with him again.
That would make sense.
He also was with Talcott and he said, Jack's got a nice hotel room here. And he pointed back at the bed behind his shoulder. And then Talcott was like, don't give them any ideas. And then Pizer was like, oh, no, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying with Jack. It's like everyone's going to think they're gay because Pizer, you're so fucking gay. He's complimenting on the room and pointing back at the bed. I mean, it was one of the gays sitting right beside Talcott in his hotel room. Oh, a Flogay met Jack in a hotel room as well. I think on his way when he was driving across America, he stopped in with Flogay, and Flogay visited him in his hotel room.
Do you think you wonder if he rubbed Flo's knees or not?
Oh, I bet he did. They were sitting on a bed together, I think, side by side. It was so gay. It was like, how do they think that's a good look? It's like, you know what? We're going to get together and live stream. How about you
Two
just have a
dudes in
seat on the
Motel
bed
6.
beside me in my hotel room? They're such geniuses. They're like, yeah, these are great optics.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Then they're
that's
shocked
one
that
way to
people are
attract.
talking about them being gay. Like, what do they think is going to happen? Oh, I think Jack is probably bi. He might not be completely gay, but he's probably bi.
Well, I believe it came up multiple times on his channel, and he's at one time he said he was open to that experience because he hadn't had a woman in so long that he was open to the experience.
He's open to pretending to be a woman, putting on a dress.
I don't know about that one.
I bet he would if he ended up in prison. He'd be one of those bitches that would put on a dress and probably ask them to give him hormones so he could grow some titties or something. Did you ever see? There's a murderer, I think Richard Speck or something, that did that in prison. There's videos on YouTube where he went like, he became like some prison bitch and he grew fake tits, or I don't know if he got implants or if he got like hormone treatment or something. But yeah, he became like a man or in a men's prison, but looking like a woman almost. And, yeah, he was a prison bitch, and he was like smoking weed in prison on video. I don't know how they got the video out, but it looked legit. And he was like a murderer or something, and he kind of transitioned, if you want to call it that, in prison. I could see Talcott doing something like that, like shaving his beard, growing his hair longer, putting on a dress, and taking hormones and growing some Talcott titties, like Titty Cot Tuesdays, except to be every day, not just Tuesdays. And he'd be like the prison bitch, and they'd just pass him around and fuck him. And
Jesus.
Jack would be Jacqueline or something. Jackie.
Man.
I could see that happening.
Oh, like, what
Do
do
you
you
think
think?
that's a
Like,
possibility?
I think it could happen to him. It could.
Do you think if he kept on obsessing over Trump that he might become dangerous enough where the government or Secret Service views him as a threat because he's totally obsessed with meeting Trump, or he ends up in prison? Do you think that could happen? No, you dropped off. Damn. This is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. Hello to TG, not a robot. Hello to everyone tuned in on my channel. Apparently Moose dropped off, Landry dropped off. Somehow, without even trying, I hijacked the live stream. But I could see Jack becoming a prison bitch. Jackie in a dress, Jackie with titties, Titty Cot Tuesdays every day of the week. And the inmates just passing him around in prison. And they'd say, how did you end up here? And he would say his Trump obsession. Because that guy is obsessed with saying he's going to meet Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't know who Jack Talcott is. He doesn't have a clue. He's not on Trump's radar. And Jack is very obsessed to a stalkerish degree when it comes to Trump. There's something mental about Jack Talcott. And he could get himself in trouble if he kept doing that. You know, if somebody made a call to the Secret Service office in Baltimore, let's say, and there is one, and I'm not going to go into it, but the phone number is on the internet. If somebody dropped a call to the Baltimore office of the Secret Service, Jackie Boy could be in trouble for some of his live streams and comments about Trump and his continued years-long obsession with Donald Trump. Jackie Boy could end up being a Jackie Boy in prison, a bitch boy. And he might have to wear a dress and shave his beard and grow his hair, not put it in a ponytail, let it long and dye it black and grow some titties on some hormones. They give Jackie Boy some hormones and he'd be the little prison bitch boy. Hello, Salty Siren. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm just picturing Talcott as a prison bitch. Oh, my goodness. Titty Cot Tuesdays every day of the week in prison in Baltimore. I'm going to Google Baltimore prison and see what's there. Baltimore prison. Baltimore Central Booking and Intake Center. Baltimore City Correctional Center. I'm looking at some of their detention centers on the screen right now. My goodness. Titty Cut Tuesday could be every day of the week, every day of the year. If he grew some titties. If Jackie Boy grew some titties. put on a dress, shaved that beard, got some hormone treatment. He's a psycho. People here missed the fireworks. I offered Jack $1,000 to come to where I live and meet me somewhere he can't just run away and say those things to my face that he said I would say it to your face. Put up, I'll give you $1,000. I don't care how angry you get, you little bitch. You're a little pussy boy. How about you take the money, Jack? You come here and you get paid. You don't have a job. You don't have any money, Jack. You don't have anything. I've taken over Landry's show somehow. This is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. And this is Jack Talcott. There's a younger Jack on the left with the small chin and the wide teeth and the big gaps between each tooth in his mouth. You can see huge gaps between his teeth. All right. See him with the sunglasses on? That's a younger Talcott. And then there's a Jack in the middle, and then there's the Jack with the dyed hair when he came back that he swears he didn't dye his hair. Do you notice the hair color change? From the guy on the left to the Talcott on the right. Do you notice that he dyed his hair? Look at him. Just look at him. Just look at him. Do you think he dyed his hair? Do you see that he dyed his hair dark? Almost black. Look at his light brown hair on the left and look how dark it is on the right. He denies dyeing his hair. He says that he doesn't dye his hair. No gray in his hair. Far right pick. Gray beard. You figure it out, people. You're smart people, aren't you? You figure it out. Do you think he's dyed his hair? Shave that beard. Grow some titties. Put on a dress. Bitch boy. Bitch boy. Titty cot. Bitch boy, titty cot. Bitch boy, titty cot. Goth cot. I'm still live over on their show for some reason. They left. I don't know why they left. I'm the best guest ever. I'm the best guest ever, and they left for some reason. Why would they leave? They should have stuck around. Everybody's seen these, but I haven't shown them for a while now. I'm going to leave their show. I don't think they're coming back. They left. Check this out. Check this out. This is Gothcott. I created this. I've got skills. I've got skills. Do you understand me? I've got skills. I can Photoshop. I can use AI. I can create things. I can mix and match. This is Gothcott. That's his face. That's when he trimmed his beard. And he had the dark hair. He thought he was cool. He thought he was cool. Put some titties on him. Shave that beard and put some titties. Put him in prison. Jail Talcott. Not Jack Talcott. Jail Talcott. Jail Talcott. Put him in prison. Lock up that deranged bitch. Lock up that deranged bitch.
God is evil. God is the devil. God is evil. God is the devil. God is evil. God is the devil.
Welcome to the greatest show in hell. Did any of you happen to catch my live stream last night? I was live with Rose, I think for over 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not someone that focuses on time and the amount of time I spend here, there, everywhere. What's this?
God is evil. God is the devil. God is evil. God is a monster. This is war. This is war. We will stand against demons. Darkness twisting, violent, unkind. God's reflection, even entwined in the shadow, hope decays. Nothing holy, nothing stays. God is a monster. God is a torturer. The Raven King can do anything. The Raven King is the King of Kings. Creepy, eerie, heavy. God is evil. God is the devil. God is evil. God is a monster. This is war. This is war. We will stand against demons. Darkness twisting, violent, unkind. God's reflection, even entwined in the shadow, hope decays. Nothing holy, nothing stays. God is a monster. God is a torturer.